Hello and welcome. I'm your host, William Liu. You're listening to the Hello and Welcome podcast presented by Betway. It is time now for everyone's favorite episode of every month. It is time now for the Banter Pod. First off, apologies to everyone because we weren't able to get one in, I guess, for January. It was too busy. All-Star, trade deadline. We had some live events going on. We physically traveled to Atlanta, to Philadelphia, to San Francisco. So we just been all over the place, and we just been a little too busy. But that's okay because we're here now to give you behind the scenes on everything that's gone on here. And if this is your first ever time listening to the Banter Pod, I will have to inform you that it will be quite light on Raptors specific content in terms of, is this the time to talk about tanking? Is this the time to talk about who you like in the draft? Is this the time to talk about should Brandon Ingram be activated before the end of the season? Like, you've come to the wrong pod, man. You gotta understand, Banter Pod is straight vibes, as you can tell, because we're just sitting here, in Jerome's humble abode. What's going on, producer Jerome Chang? Alex Wong's here. He's crashing in a little bit. Everyone tell Alex he looks good, man. Please.
No, please. Man.
Before we start, just tell Alex his skin complexion's fine.
No, it's cool, man.
You don't look 40.
It's just the light. It's just the coloring on my TV that he's watching himself on the monitor. He looks great.
No, it's cool, man. I'm a very secure person who just turned 40, and is really just struggling with a lot of things right now. But yeah. Welcome to the February Banter
Just
Pod.
turned 40.
Yo,
oh shoot!
I didn't know it was just October.
41. Yo, man, Dirk Nowitzki years coming.
Oh no, we're both there, Alex. We're there together.
No,
You guys are, come on, guys.
Yeah, we got Jerome, aka Black Dragon Roll, with us, and of course Will, aka Growy Graham, is here. I gotta say, for those who tuned in to the React Pod yesterday, we went through some nicknames, and Growy Graham as a nickname for Grady Dick might be our biggest accomplishment, no pun intended, of the season. What do you think?
So you guys are
Oh
yo,
my God.
that's actually pretty good too.
Oh man.
No, I mean, I am liking that people have responded to like this generation doesn't have nicknames by coming up with like the funniest nicknames possible for everybody, and I didn't really feel like the erection was like that funny for Grady.
Yeah,
So,
it was too on the nose.
Yeah, Growy Graham for people.
Well,
who,
not the nose, but yeah.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, he hit the nail on the head kind of thing.
But,
yeah, man, Growy Graham. Yaki Chan. You reach, I preach for IQ.
You reach, I preach is okay. We don't need to put it in there with the other two Hall of Famers that you have.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
it's like Draymond with Stephen Clay. You're like, all right.
Yeah, but we're taking nicknames and questions in the chat all day because for everybody listening, we are live on what is this? StreamYard,
YouTube and Twitter.
Yeah, I'm 40, man. I'm crashing.
Honestly, also Alex is still suffering from the lingering effects. How did you get sick, man?
Was partying too hard on Ossington. Ennis Esmer came back from his 3-month trip to Europe, and Jerome and I were invited to
I was there too.
Yeah, so this was our Saturday night. Actually, Jerome and I had the exact same weekend.
Yeah,
pretty much,
except for being me, coming down with measles.
I didn't go to the third location.
Yeah, so Friday actually, we both went to Roy Thompson Hall.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, my first time ever actually.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, to watch Charlotte Day Wilson.
Wow, you weren't a real band geek like us, man.
Red Bull Symphonic event, which was super cool. Jerome, that was a super cool event. I didn't know a single song from Charlotte, but I was still able to really appreciate the music. Plus, she played a lot of just hits from like her favorite artists.
Yo, Charlotte Wilson's one of the best artists.
Super talented
right now.
Sampha came out too.
Oh,
yeah, Sampha, that was
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah.
I grabbed the set list after and realized that Nelly Furtado was supposed to be there.
What?
Wong?
Yeah, so Wong.
That's
but
pretty sick.
But apparently, I think there was some. Apparently, there was some. Man,
That's your usual skin complexion.
That's
You're
how
good.
I feel I look like today. Yeah, I'm gonna create to get some work done. But yeah, that was fun. And then Saturday, because
Mhm.
we're gonna be talking about this later. Like, wrestling is back. Like wrestling is all
At
the
the
way
very least,
back.
we're back on wrestling.
Wrestling is all the way back, and Jerome invited me to check out the Elimination Chamber event that took place at the Sky Dome,
Mhm.
which was super fun, including the $65 Pizza Nova pizza
Oh
that we
my
ordered
gosh.
in the suite.
Wait,
Okay, so here's the story.
so you guys
Oh,
got a
boy.
whole suite,
So
but there's no food in there?
so
What's the point of the
so
suite then?
friend of the program and G League legend Mark Valena,
Mhm.
aka Mark Valena, invited us to the suite, and it was about like what, $300 per person?
Something like that.
Yeah, to like cover the suite
Okay.
cost.
Yeah, chill.
And yeah, I did think the food was gonna be covered
We
I mean,
assumed
what's the
that was the
300
case.
for? then?
for a
Um,
seat.
In fairness, I mean, like when you think about an event that
Yeah.
expensive, the prices even for individual seats were probably going to be around there. But the fact that we could have our own box, it was a really good
Mhm.
view. Should have included food and
But what you
drink.
don't realize is usually when you go to these suites, like you're invited by maybe like, oh, the Score or like, oh,
Right.
Netflix, and these companies actually pay the additional costs to cater the actual room. Whereas in this case, we were on our own, so we were struggling with the food options.
Mhm.
I think Jerome and I, we both went to like the Gem Pop, like general area,
Mm.
to look for food, but the lineups were too long.
Yeah, what happened was we saw some pizzas show up and we're like, oh, they just ordered pizzas. But then we were told how people purchase pizzas, so we shouldn't just rush to grab other people's pizza like in our
Oh.
suite. So we're like, oh, we'll just get our own, no
Mm.
problem. Open the menu. $65 for a pizza Nova pepperoni.
Yo, I
pizza.
was disgusted, man. I was like, yo, I'm
12
good.
slices.
I'm good. But then Jerome, talked me into it because we split it amongst 4 people.
Well, we gotta eat.
Mm.
Yeah,
Imagine the
oh.
shape you would have been in, Alex, if you had no food on top of everything
Yeah.
else.
That's not that bad, man.
I
When you
think
start
it-
doing the per slice, it's
I think
not
it's just
great.
the sticker shock of opening up a menu and seeing that like just one like medium-sized pizza is $65.
Fair.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
if you were to each individually buy pizza in the arena for 4 people, if you had to pay like $15
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
for
in
like
and around
3
there.
slices,
Yeah.
you're like, eh.
They're
But-
not the biggest slices.
Oh, they're small slices too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But anyways, aside,
All right.
Either way.
I mean,
We're-
this
we're-
is cool. Okay,
but
so
we
you guys
digress.
were at so what was the actual event called? Like Elimination Chamber?
Elimination Chamber. So
Yeah.
like back in the day, used to have like WrestleMania, like
Yep.
Survivor Series. Those were called like pay-per-views because
Right.
you had to pay like extra money.
Mhm.
Now they're called premium live events, and because of the new deal with Netflix, like all of these are available if you have a Netflix subscription. So it's just
In
like way
Canada,
more in
because-
Canada.
Because in the US, it is still Peacock, which I didn't know that was a thing.
Right.
Mm.
So to say that it's like really accessible now, because I think you were watching a little bit of it, right?
No, I was, again, while you guys had a whole weekend together, I was just
Yeah.
at home covering
Bulls come back. Wait,
Yeah.
4-point play.
Raptors.
Bang.
Yeah, while you guys were at all your fun little events,
Yeah.
I'm at
All
Raptors.
of Will's favorite people spent time together without him.
At one point
I'm
on
like, Raptors
Aussie.
Bulls tonight, man. How's Charlotte Day Wilson? All I saw was Kobe White.
At
Oh
one
my
point,
God.
when we were on Ossington, Jerome was like, "Man, I do feel bad that we've had this whole weekend with." I'm like, "Nah, he loves it, man."
I'm like, Raptors Magic Part 1, Raptors Magic Part 2.
I'm like, "No, how do I get sick today so I can skip Raps Magic?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we went to the wrestling event, which was super fun.
It actually
and-
started for you because we haven't done a banter in a while. Like
Yeah.
we watched Royal Rumble together too.
Yeah,
At
so
Heartbreak Chef. I have
Ye-
this.
so I
photo
start-
here.
so I started getting
Oh,
back.
that's fire, man.
So I started getting back into wrestling because of
Damn,
Jerome.
you are kind of pale.
Yo, come on, man.
Yo, why does Jerome look a different race than you?
yo.
I usually have a darker complexion.
Yo, send me chat, man. Send me any local tanning beds, man. I'm ready.
Yo, Alex
Already.
needs it, man.
I'm gonna come back looking like the U.S. president.
No, I
man.
need to see you looking like Leo Rounds by
Oh,
the next time we
Come on,
pod.
man. Shouts to Leo.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I've been getting back into wrestling really thanks to Jerome because like when we go to these events, Jerome is just like explaining things to me,
Yeah.
Mm.
and I mean, some of the stuff obviously is self-explanatory. I.e., John Cena coming out and becoming a bad guy,
Yeah.
which was
A lot
a
of people
big
are asking
deal.
us about that right now.
Yeah, super fun event. Super fun event.
Mm.
And what else? Yeah, so afterwards, so Ennis Esmer was in the building as well. He was in a suite as well, but he was invited by Netflix Canada.
Oh yeah, because he's part of the
Thanks to his
Madness.
work with the Madness.
Yeah.
And so we met up with him and his friend Daryl after. And yeah, I was just gonna hop home because I'm like, a hop, skip, and a step from Rogers Center. But instead, I didn't dress properly, and we walked all the way to Ossington, basically.
Wow.
Well, first, we took a streetwho
Whoa, you were on the street?
Yeah, well, Jerome can tell you how comfortable I was.
You don't understand. People who ride the streetcar make Alex uncomfortable.
I'm a terrible person.
It's a personality flaw, man.
I'm old and terrible.
Yeah, I've never seen someone more uncomfortable on a mostly empty TTC
That's what I'm
street.
saying. A streetcar? Streetcar's nicer than the subway. You take the subway.
Yo, it's even scarier when it's empty, man. Because what's up?
If anything, I might have to take some blame for this because originally we were going to go back to Ennis's, but I'm allergic to his cat, so they all offered to go to Ossington.
Yeah, so
Maybe
sliding doors moment there.
Yeah,
possibly could have not
the
gone
actual
there.
sliding doors
I'm
of the
sure they have
TTC
to-
streetcar.
I'm sure they had to twist your arms to go to Ossington, where you guys practically live.
Yeah, so I haven't been to Ossington since Ennis's 3-month, sojourn to Europe.
Yeah.
So it's good to be back. Jerome and I got to hang out, and so Ennis is really obsessed with playing the Chinese drinking game, the 5-10.
Oh, sick.
And he had one drink and challenged me to the game. And Jerome can attest, I absolutely destroyed him that evening.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Was Jerome drinking though? Because Jerome,
I did have a drink. I had a
yeah.
cocktail. Yeah.
Jerome's like a 1-2 drink guy.
Yeah, I'm a pretty chill.
He's not gonna do
guy.
anything on that.
He's a chill dude, man.
I'm a chill guy.
He's not
chill
old.
guy,
He's
man.
not old and terrible.
And also,
We're the
nice
same
t-shirt.
age.
Yo, age is just a personality, man. You can't.
But no, I can attest to Alex just really owned Ennis throughout the entire night to the point that like we just had to keep on playing, or we had to keep on watching.
Because Ennis is a super competitive
he's super
dude.
competitive.
So when he
Oh, wouldn't let
loses,
it go.
like you have to keep
and
going.
you can't let up on him ever.
Yeah. So, anyways, we end up at a second bar 222, which I feel like a lot of people frequent. And then have a couple drinks there, and at this point is when Jerome calls it a night.
Yeah, because it's 1:30.
Yeah.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
kind of deal,
And then of course me, Ennis, and Daryl just go to a third location.
Yo, you
And-
can't do this at your big age.
I
anymore.
know!
You can't hit 3
So,
bars, man.
I am aware of this.
You can't socialize all night and then
No, it used to
eat a $65 pizza and then hit 3 bars. Like,
it used to be I could do this and just struggle for one day.
yeah.
And now every time I do this, I'm knocked out for 4 days with a sickness.
Yeah.
So I'm really reevaluating my whole lifestyle. So
Oh, fair enough.
yeah.
That's the
So
vibe we're bringing.
yep. So anyways, that's what happened. And then we were talking about at the third location, we were talking about the 2000 dunk contest for some reason.
Okay.
And then I drunkenly went on eBay and bought a Jason Richardson Warriors jersey. So look out for that in the next few weeks. Crash it out.
Wait, hold on. Which jersey was it? 23? Perp? Like the orange
the,
and black?
the orange and like maybe blue one.
That's kind of
Do we have permission to go grab the screenshot?
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
got
go
the
do that for
screenshot.
you. I'm gonna work on that.
We'll find that jersey.
Yeah, but so
How much was the jersey?
jersey was like $70.
Oh, that's not even that bad.
USD, so 200 Canadian.
You gotta stop an extra 25% tariff on this.
No, I gotta say, man, anything USD is really hurting right now. So,
Yo, that's the thing, because we've been in America a lot recently.
Yeah.
For work. We were in Atlanta, we were in Philadelphia, we then went to San Francisco. I stayed in San Francisco for like 10 days.
yeah,
So, yeah, I mean, you just realize, well, actually 2 things. Number one, like everything as you mentioned, you just feel broke. You're just like, wait, hold
Yeah.
on. You're like, oh, this looks like, it's like a $10 sandwich. Like,
yeah.
okay,
$10
sure.
is actually like $18.
By the time you tip and everything, I'm like, yo, how is it $26 on my card every single time? And then I think the other thing too is just like I don't know, man. I guess I didn't realize how bad it was in America at times.
Mm.
But there were just like small little things that started throwing me off.
Yeah,
Like,
such as.
so we went to Atlanta, and Jerome had just like forgotten his like hand cream, so he was just like, "Oh, let's go to CVS and let's go buy
Oh,
some
yeah.
hand cream."
Yeah.
First up,
That's why his hands were so dry that first day.
yeah, I wouldn't be talking about dry skin right now.
Yo, Neutrogena, man. Yo,
Just,
Clinique.
we have it here.
Oh, that was a great jersey. Man.
It's
Yeah.
a classic Warriors 23 Jason Richardson for
you gonna
those
sleep
who are
in this,
watching.
No, I'm actually gonna try to rock this.
Okay, nice.
I'm actually gonna try to rock
Okay.
this. So.
Well, we do have footage of us in a dunk contest later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we'll review that later
So
on.
we'll show you that later. But yeah, we're just like trying to go to CVS, and number one, like the hours were vibes. Like you know what I mean? It's like it'll say like, "Yo, it's open from 9 a.m. to like 8 p.m." You're like, "Oh, okay, cool." So it's a CVS. Like it's not like it's like some
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
small little restaurant that could change. I'm like, okay, if CVS says it's open at 9, it's open at 9. You go there at 9 o'clock, they're like, "Nah, just kidding, it's open at 10:30." It's like pure vibes.
It's very vibey, I feel like, in like certain cities too, especially.
Yeah, like
Whereas like in Toronto, I mean, I get you. Sometimes you might get some of that with like just like independently owned. Like,
yeah,
places
like
and
if you're
stuff.
going somewhere in Kensington and you know
Yeah.
what the you know
But your CVS.
it's,
No, like
it's
no,
so
like
sick. It's
like
like if you go to Shoppers
no,
at 9,
that's what I'm
it says
saying.
open at
Like
9.
if Shoppers says it closes at midnight, I know I can get in there at 11:59.
Yeah, I mean, I've hit the buzzer. Exactly. I've done the same thing, man.
Yeah.
One of King and Peter. But so we had to go multiple times, and then when we went in, I was just like looking around because I was like, okay, you know, like Jerome's looking for like hand cream or whatever, and I'm just looking around. I'm like, why is every single item in CVS behind bars? You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
you need
yes.
assistance for them to open up anything. So I was like, oh, you know, I'm kind of running low on toothpaste. Maybe I'll just buy some. I'm already at the CVS. Maybe I'll buy some toothpaste. And I've never thought
Yeah.
twice about like, oh, toothpaste might be expensive. Number one, toothpaste was like $6 for a tube, which again, when you convert that to Canadian, would be like $12 somehow.
If I lived in the US, I might have to just live on Listerine.
So I'm like, wait, why is toothpaste $12 in the first place?
Yeah.
And then everything is behind bars. I've never seen it. Like, okay, sometimes you go
Yeah.
again, you go to Shoppers here in Canada, and you're
Yeah.
like, maybe if I want to buy like some sort of like perfume or something, you know, like that might be behind bars. You might need to get someone to come over, unlock it.
Sure.
We're talking about every basic item from like toothbrushes, toothpaste, like everything, sunscreen, everything is behind bars, man. It actually freaked me out. I'm like, damn, how
It was
much
pretty
theft
dire
must
in
happen
there.
here?
Yeah, it was rough.
I think it's a big problem in the US just
Yeah.
with like petty theft
Mhm.
that takes place at these places to the point where they do have to like bar it up. Like
I mean, I guess, but I mean, that's
I know, I know.
Let's just take us to us talking about our trips and move us straight to Atlanta right now.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go to Atlanta.
Atlanta was dope. I actually really liked Atlanta.
Mhm.
Food was amazing. I felt like we were just eating
Yeah.
8,000 calories on every meal. We're eating like a solid 2 meals a day in Atlanta. Like,
You and I, we landed later that night because we landed first. Alex
Yeah.
was still doing his UFT course, and we went straight to Mary Mac's for some like really hearty soul food. Yeah.
you know, immediately we were like, I've seen soul food in rush hour, so therefore I need to try that.
why is everything just from there?
There's a
From
lot
the
of cultural
movie.
exchange that took place in the Rush Hour trilogy.
Oh,
Why is everything a rush hour reference?
yeah.
Yo, that's amazing.
Each wheel Keenan again.
Yaki Chan.
Yeah. For those who are watching, this
Oh
is from our banter yesterday.
I'm crying at this, man.
For our newly named Yaki Chan for Yakaperto, and our favorite Jackie Chan meme.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, which says I don't want no trouble.
But in
now
German.
it's in German. Yeah, that's a great one, man. That needs to get circulated on Twitter. And Blue Sky, if it's still a thing.
It's not,
goodness.
Told y'all.
it's not a thing no more, man.
Told
No,
y'all.
this guy's single-handedly hitting on Blue Sky. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah,
The
that was
Sky's not always bluer on the other side.
Oh boy.
Damn.
It's definitely ain't blue on Twitter these days. That's for damn sure.
Oh, God.
But no, I mean the food in Atlanta kind of just looked like this, man. Like this was like, as you know what I mean, like, smothered chicken with
Everything was smothered.
everything was smothered.
Smothered all over.
Everything
Yeah,
was
yeah.
smothered. Like there's like
Mr.
rice
Burns
under there, I guess.
smothers.
Real smotherfucker here.
But no, it was dope, man. Atlanta was actually really fun.
Yeah.
The 2 games in Atlanta, like It was chill. I mean, you guys weren't even there as media. You guys bought
Oh,
like,
right,
your own
right.
seats.
Sorry. Sorry, we're just second class citizens.
No, I
man.
mean, you guys actually sat closer to the court.
Shout
than
out
I
to the
did, though.
swag surf.
No, that was
Oh, I
really
gotta
fun
find
because up to that point, the Raptors had only won one game on the road.
Right.
Yeah,
You were talking
we
about
were
the Raps
gunning for
going
1
0
and
for 82.
41.
Yeah, we were gunning for that, and the Raptors went in, and to be honest, I think that was really the start of the stretch when the Raptors just up until now have been playing like a lot better. Like I feel like those two games really kind of got them going. I mean, granted, it was against Atlanta, who were really struggling, and I was really surprised too by how nice like the atmosphere in the arena was. Like it's actually a good arena
It's
experience.
actually kind of fun. One thing they had was they had a dedicated fan section, which
Yes,
was actually really
it's like a
close to
supporter section in soccer.
Right. And in this case, it wasn't that big. It was probably like maybe 50 people, 50 to 75 people. But this is the second instance now that we've seen that. Right, we were in LA for the Intuit Dome, and they had the wall in the Clippers wall. I mean, it's tough time for those guys on the wall right now. By the way, I try to tell you, don't fall for the January Clippers, man. The Clippers are falling off badly right now.
They've gotten me again. I didn't know Kawhi. I was checking Kawhi's stats yesterday. I didn't know he was putting up Tobias Harris numbers.
I had to break it because Jerome's not watching as much like basketball outside the Raps, and I'm like, I hate to break it to you, but your favorite player, Kawhi Leonard.
No, he's.
I
it's
he had a
starting to fall
moment
off
against
a
the
bit, man.
Lakers, though.
He
did.
They played him 40 minutes because they were desperate to not lose the Lakers back to back, but they did lose the Lakers back to back.
Actually, the thing I'm most upset about with the Clippers is Norm is out another 10 days, so he's disqualified from the 65 game rule.
Oh my god!
So he can't win most improved.
So that's not the spirit.
Another
of the
Betway
65
bet
game
down
thing,
the
man.
drain.
Goodness, man. What about the hit, man? The 65 prop bets you put on Warriors over and under.
Things have been downhill since I lost. Serena Williams will be the surprise guest at Super Bowl halftime. With
Who did you
Kendrick
bet on?
Lamar.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
You were like,
Tough.
the funniest thing was when the Super Bowl was happening, this guy was texting me, was like, "Are you sure that wasn't Janet?"
Yo, come on,
I
man.
was like, "Yo, that's 100% not Janet.
Yo.
You lost that bet, man." I'm sorry.
Oh man, that was tough.
But
anyways, yes.
Yeah,
The Atlanta arena.
They have
is
their own
next.
supporter section, which I actually don't even mind because like it was really just like this one was more organic. Like the Clippers one, they had like professional cheerleaders who were like trying to like get them orchestrated and do like certain chants. This one was just purely like, I mean, it was just whatever the fans at that time wanted to chant, and they were into it the whole entire game, both games too. Because again, we were there for 2 games in Atlanta.
Yeah.
There's a guy that stood out to me. He had like definitely a fake jersey on, but it was a fake Josh Smith jersey.
Right.
Like the number 5 was like super small in the middle of his chest. That thing was killing me, man. But I actually think that like Toronto could pull something off like that. Because I think for me, like this was the most I've actually gone to road arenas, and I'm realizing that the Toronto game presentation just isn't that good as compared to.
Was that the Sprite Zone? We just like lost the Sprite Zone.
Yeah, but the Sprite Zone was just for like, I mean, we're just romanticizing when like you could go to the game for $5.
Yeah, I think it's more that. I mean, if anything, it's Jurassic Park. It's the outside.
Right. Jurassic Park is the closest.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. Even just like the in between like breaks. Like the stuff that you throw on.
Like when they have a swag surf.
Oh yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, Jerome, they're saying my audio's bad.
Your audio's bad. Talk closer to the mic.
Wait, hold on.
Yo, we're trying our best, guys.
Philip M. All right, we'll work on that.
We're gonna work on it, guys.
Wait, hold on. Has the audio been bad this whole time?
Audio is off.
Audio is not off.
Oh, it's choppy.
Okay.
Okay.
This is our usual setup, all right?
Yeah, as far as I know,
you sure?
how it's working.
Someone's
I'm high enough. The audio slaps.
Okay, we'll work through that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we'll make sure.
All right, we're sending Jerome on the side mission.
All right.
Everyone sounds a little bit underwater. I mean, I do feel a little bit underwater, so this just might be me. We choppy rolling right now.
No, but I mean, this. So we were in Atlanta. Atlanta was cool. The funniest thing was seeing. I guess I can say this now. Yeah, seeing Bobby at halftime, and I'm like, "Yeah, Bobby, like, looks like your tank's over, man." And he was like, "Haha, whatever, man. Let's talk about what you actually want to talk about." And I was like, "Okay, fine." And then after the game,
Yeah.
we're outside the locker room, and I'm like, "Yo, Bob, I told you mid-tag's over." He was
Did he just groan?
basically. So I'm like, I think that I think that I
How's
think
this
that
sounding
it's
right
pretty
now?
clear what they want
StreamYard
to
turned
do.
on some echo cancellation, so hopefully this is helping it.
Okay, how are we sounding now?
Yeah.
Is it a little bit better now that we've changed it?
All right,
sounds
we're
Someone
perfect.
says
back.
sounds perfect.
Okay,
All right, we're
good,
back.
good,
We're
good,
back.
good.
We're back. Yeah, StreamYard
Just
turned
wipe
on
the snot
a.
off my nose.
Sorry, everyone.
there's
StreamYard turned
tissues
on
right in front
an
of you.
echo
Oh, damn it.
cancellation, and we are.
Why'd
live
you have
and
to do
going.
that on camera, man? Yeah. No, but it was chill, man. It was
Bobby
chill.
needs to let loose a little bit.
Oh,
No. Anyways, so Atlanta was a
say nothing.
was a good time. Did we miss anything else? We totally forgot. We went to Atlanta
What's up?
with the purpose of visiting the No Dunks crew,
Oh,
and we were
yes.
able
Yeah,
to
of
do
course.
a series of just like home and home pods with them, and shouts to the whole crew. They were so
Yeah.
welcoming, letting us into their studio to record our pod, to record with
There's
them.
the crew right there.
Yeah.
For those who are watching, we got Trey Kirby, Eshua Kid, Tass Smellis, and the three of us over there. But yeah, shout out to all of them. And shame, both Skeets and JD were over at the NBA Paris games,
Yeah.
also where Alex wanted to be at the time. So
I mean, that's fair.
I mean,
It's
my
fair.
question was, if you had a choice between Atlanta and Paris, what would you guys?
it's a
have
tough.
chosen?
Yeah, obviously.
I don't know. Can you eat smothered chicken in Paris? Actually, probably.
Probably.
You
Probably.
probably
Yeah.
could get some smothered.
By
chicken
the
in
way,
Paris.
shout out to them. We did how many podcasts there? I think 3.
Four? 3?
we did 2 on our show, and we did
2 on
the
our
drop
show, and
on-
then
Oh,
the
right,
drop.
right.
That's
So
right.
3 in
Yeah.
total over 2 days.
Right.
Yeah. But it was a great time.
I think I went with the sole purpose of trying to advertise to the rest of the NBA audience that Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk were available,
Right, right.
Yeah, and turns out they were.
And
Yeah.
it worked out.
and
Yeah,
it worked
tur-
out. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Turns out they were.
I think. I mean, what's cool about that is just it's. I've already said this so many times, but like, without those guys like doing what they did in podcasting, like, I don't think that this podcast exists. So I think there's like a direct lineage in terms of like people from Toronto who want to lead with personality, who talk about the game in an accessible way, who are really dedicated to it as well. I mean, they're probably like the longest running basketball podcast out there. That's not Bill Simmons' podcast.
Yeah,
If
and
you think
that's-
about it, it's like almost 20. Have they been doing it 20 years? I remember
Oh,
they
yeah,
celebrated
yeah,
their
it's got-
10-year anniversary in Toronto, like back in the day.
I was like still in. I remember I was like still in school the first time I like ran into Skeets here in Toronto,
Right,
and
'cause
they
you
were
guys lived in the same building.
yeah, they were already.
You, Skeets, and
This is part of the lore.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah, this is part of the lore.
Incredible building that you live in, man.
But like, yeah, I was still in school, and I remember running into him and just telling him how big of a fan that I was. And I think, yeah, for any of us that was like getting into podcasting or like sports journalism across like 2 decades, everybody kind of just looked up to them. Like they were really like the standard bearer, and like we've talked about this like off air too. Like it's really hard to do this and maintain like a listenership and a fan base like over this period of time.
Right.
Like you don't do that by accident.
Well, I think the coolest thing is they did it their way, right? Like they didn't necessarily change fundamentally anything that they've done.
To do that for like 20 years is actually incredible.
Right,
And to
yeah.
do it starting with their own show, then The Score, then NBA TV.
Yeah.
Where at NBA TV, it wasn't even that. You know, you guys have experienced it to a degree as well. Like when you go to like a major network, there's a lot of like fitting in with the network.
Oh,
but
yeah,
they
for
really
sure.
brought their personality and brought it out of people, which is also what I feel like you guys do as well.
Right.
And then from there to go then to The Athletic and continue doing their show, all of it together is just like mad impressive. And then also like for people who don't know like some of the background, they had to do this start over 3 times over,
Right. Right.
which is like crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I gotta own your IP, man.
You got to own your IP.
No, but-
they calling me IP man.
Even no, but even us having the experience of obviously like having to make a switch and stuff, like we know how difficult
Yeah, for sure.
that is, and like how how loyal your audience has to be to kind of have followed them like through this thing. And shouts to Jerome too. Like when we were there, he was able to I don't know if you've seen the plaque before, but you were able to
I went
see
to
the
grab
YouTube plaque.
I finally got to see the YouTube
Look at
plaque
that
that I got to
flex,
help with,
man.
which was really
Look
cool.
at that
for
flex.
no dunks passing 100K subscribers.
So-
official YouTube plaque.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for YouTube, that's like you got the silver plaque for 100K, you got a gold plaque for 1 million, I believe. I think those are the two that you get from YouTube.
Right.
But yeah, the reason why Jerome's in that is because Jerome did such an amazing job, like helping grow their social. And that's the thing. It's like you have to adapt. Like no matter how successful of an original product you have to be able to adapt with like changing mediums and stuff like that.
He's the Growy Graham of no dunks. Yeah, they call him Growy Graham at the Classic Factory.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
that's an honor.
Yo, let's
actually.
make Growy Graham into a real thing, guys.
Oh, it's already a real thing,
Oh,
my
it's-
brother.
yeah.
It's a thing? Yeah, okay.
Are we gonna have to make Growy Graham merch?
Yeah, GG, man.
GG. yeah.
Oh my god. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Grady. I'm
you,
sorry.
You
man.
stumbled upon gold, man.
Well, yeah, also in Atlanta we interviewed Grady. One
Which
thing I realized with the Grady thing was just like he just doesn't really want to make dick jokes anymore. So the Growy Graham nickname might not be the greatest timing. But
Well, we're kind of taking Growy Graham for our own. We're
Okay,
not
yeah,
really
yeah,
gonna
right,
attach it
Okay.
attach it to Grady. So
yeah.
So we're gonna make Growy Graham our own.
Yeah.
Anybody who's growing or like blowing up is gonna be Growy Graham.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be
Oh,
a
okay.
saying.
It could be like the Raptors chain, the Growy Graham chain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to put anything like that on a chain.
Okay, so last thing in Atlanta,
Yeah.
just because everyone always asks, and I think we even had some questions in here. We did go to Magic City to pick up some
Hey.
What
wings.
is this hostage photo?
Yo, this looks green screen, man. Ain't no way that this is real.
Oh
I
man,
went
yeah.
from a
so
100K plaque to this.
Oh my
so
god.
yeah, so the whole time, like on our way to Atlanta, we're talking about obviously getting the famous Magic City wings, and yeah, there was one afternoon when we finally got a chance. Jerome and I went to Lil 5 Points
Yep.
to do some shopping, and then yeah, we went on Uber Eats.
Oh wait, let me
And-
go find my shopping item while you guys
Yeah,
talk.
went to Uber Eats, ordered the wings. So when we went to the door, security guy said only one person needs to come in to pick up the wings.
He's like, you guys aren't gonna get in get a free
He's like,
show.
yeah, he's like,
courtesy of
you
these
ain't getting no
wings."
peep show. So I go in. They pat me down.
Yo, getting patted down. Again, America is just different, man. I've never, like, honestly, unless you go to the airport here in Toronto, you're not getting patted
They're like,
down.
You
What
got
is
yourself
this?
the Pat Delaney?
They're like, what is this in your pocket? I'm like, it's my external chargers, sir.
What's that Growy Graham in your
Yeah,
pocket?
what is that Growy Graham?
We don't want no
inside
Growy Grahams in this.
Your
Oh my
leather
God.
jacket. I'm like, it's my external chargers, sir.
Oh, we could actually
So-
just do Growy Grahams and GG's in the chat, or just like
Yeah.
Growy Graham.
Oh,
GG's
that's
in the
different.
chat, man.
Yeah.
So then I go, I get patted down, I walk in, I see 4 or 5 people, hitting that hookah Doncic.
That's all it was.
yeah, just hitting that hookah Doncic. I mean, it was like 4 in the afternoon. There wasn't really like a lot of activity going
Yeah,
on.
wasn't it also a Sunday?
It was a Sunday.
Yeah, because
Uh-huh.
I went to brunch at the same time as you guys.
Yeah.
And there was just like 6 hookahs going off in the brunch.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, that's crazy. Some people were just with their laptop.
That's
working.
why the Hawks traded for Trae Young. They didn't want Hookah Doncic
Yo, honestly,
in Atlanta.
well, I think we were robbed of Luca in Atlanta, man. That would have been a totally different
it would be
person.
iconic.
Oh
yeah.
man,
He
but
would've came out like little Dicky.
But yeah, go to the kitchen, grab the wings, and that's it. And then we
Here's the item that I purchased.
Oh,
yeah, Jerome picked up a Lamar Odom
LA Clippers.
Clippers
Lamar Odom,
jersey,
Scrotum.
which was super cool.
Sorry,
What's
that
going
was a
on?
bar from back in the day. That's a reference.
Not a bar.
That's a reference.
But yeah, so that was the wings were fine.
They're fine.
I think we
They're
had a
good.
discussion about just wings in general that like I feel like most wings end up in like a 7 to 8 out of 10 range.
It's like New York pizza.
Yeah.
You're always
Yes.
gonna get a solid wing.
Yes.
No, it's like drafting somebody who's like 22 years old. Like you're drafting a senior at a college kind of thing. It's like the floor is really high, but the ceiling is not necessarily like that high either.
Do you have a
like,
specific player?
wings
here?
are basically like Jaime Jaquez Jr. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
it's
okay,
like
okay.
a bad wing, still pretty good. but a great wing is probably still just pretty
Yeah,
good.
and we probably placed too high of expectations on it just because like there was so much hype
Right.
around the wings.
I
Yeah.
think the other part too for us was just like, so how much did the wings come to? It was like $22, I think, for
Ooh.
10 wings.
Yeah, it was quite a
probably
bit.
something like that.
22 USD
Not
for
like
10
$65
wings.
Yeah.
for a Pizza Nova
Again,
pizza.
when you convert that to Canadian, when you ever spend $35, $38 on 10 wings?
Yeah.
I mean, you're asking the wrong guy. Because don't forget, when we get to our San Francisco part of the trip, I made an impromptu Wingstop order, which we'll get to.
Oh goodness.
Just saying.
But I get what you mean. Like it is on the pricier side of things.
No, it's an insane price. It's
Yeah.
an insane price point. And again, like you could just be a well-off person in Toronto or in Canada, and you go to the States and you're like a middle-class citizen, lower class. It's just like
Yeah,
it's
you
impossible.
you
to,
drop
like,
a class immediately right now just because of the damn exchange rate.
Yeah.
Everybody just moved to Tokyo, man.
Another victim of the exchange rate.
Yeah. So we were, I think you were talking about this too, because like we were saying that like, oh, different regions or different places in the U.S. are known for certain foods.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's wings in Atlanta, New York's known like for their pizzas, and then someone said I'd spend $100 for lemon pepper wet chicken feet.
Yo, why'd you have to put the word wet before chicken feet, man?
Yeah, honestly, that sounds pretty good, man.
Yo, wet chicken feet is great.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds.
Yo, the image of it is, come on, man.
I'm not
like,
gonna-
I would eat that, but you didn't have to say it like that.
I'm not gonna
man.
lie, that sounds pretty.
Also, I'm
good.
going to just show this image for 10 seconds so everyone can read it and we can move on. Shouts to Josh Hart.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Is that a real story? Lamar Odom, really?
What kind of show are we doing?
Yeah.
So forgot my thought now. Oh yeah, we were talking about how like different places have like specialty foods,
Mhm.
and I think we were trying to figure out what Toronto's like specialty known food is.
Right.
Because does Toronto have something where if you're traveling from out of town,
Mm-hmm.
you're saying that like, oh, they're known for this?
Well, okay, so part of this conversation also spanned because the next trip we took, we went to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And when we were in Philly,
Yeah.
we obviously had cheesesteak. We were there for 3 days, and
Mm.
I think we had 2 cheesesteaks. By the way, the day that we had the cheesesteak, especially the second one from Angelo's, we legit didn't eat the rest of the day. Like, we ate that meal, this one right here.
Yeah.
And you don't understand, to scale, like, this is like the size of your arm. Like, this is a Growy Graham right here.
Yeah, this was a Goragram.
This is a Growy Graham right here. So, like, that was like, I am not even kidding, like 5,000 calories, like easily. But it was incredible. Like that experience of just the 3 of us. It was so funny too, because when we got in, Jerome's like, okay, I'm going to order for the 3 of us because it's like a pretty crowded place. We're like, okay, cool. Goes up to the counter and the server's like, what are you going to have? And you're like, what, can I have cheesesteak? And then there's only 3 items, by the way, on the menu. It's cheesesteak, pizza, and I don't even know what the third thing was. I think it was probably like pop or something. Like,
Pizza.
yeah, it's cheesesteak.
Oh yeah,
pizza,
yeah.
and
Oh,
one
what was
more
the other thing?
I don't even know what the third thing
know.
was.
I just know I went in and asked about a menu, and they just looked at me like, "We have these 3 items. You can pick
Yeah,
one."
She's like, what are you
Yeah.
doing here, man? You're gonna get the cheesesteak, and
I asked for the cheesesteak.
there's no like, here, what toppings do you want or anything. She's just
Well, they
like,
said this is normally how we do it, and
Yeah.
and I at that point I was so embarrassed. I was just like, "I'll just take whatever."
yeah,
Yeah.
just give me the usual 3 usual cheesesteaks.
Yeah, this was the like Bradley Cooper approved or Bradley Cooper owned
That yes, he
Philly
opened up a
cheesesteak
spot
place.
in New York, I think, based off of this, or no?
Yeah,
something to
because
that effect.
Angelo's was recommended to us by like several people,
Several people.
Several
including
people,
people
yeah.
that were like local that we had run into that
Mm-hmm.
told us. And yeah, I mean the day before, what was that place that we went to the day before for a
Oh,
cheesesteak?
Ishkabibbles?
Yeah, Ishkabibbles was apparently like Kyle Lowry's favorite, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty good too.
Yeah.
But that one you
once
had,
we had Angelo's,
no, it was different, man. It's different.
that's the best Philly cheesesteak by far.
I
Like,
think
I would
what-
highly recommend it.
I think
That's
we're
like-
finding-
that's like-
yeah.
Ishkabibbles was like Jose Calderon,
Mm.
and then Angelo's was like Kyle Lowry. I'm like, all right. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
liked
yeah.
Jose Calderon, but it's not Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So
it was on that level.
highly recommended Angelo's.
So we're just on the street, the 3 of us. It was raining that day too. That place is too small. You can't even eat inside. So you got to like go outside and huddle. And so we're just like huddling outside of somebody's house. And there just happened to be a little bench where if you show the image again, that thing is just, we just had 3 cheesesteaks on this bench. that were just like huddling around. We're not even sitting down.
Yeah.
And there was like no sound other than just us eating.
We could
for
have
like a
we
solid,
could have
like,
we could have
15
split
minutes.
that 3 ways. Yeah.
It would have been enough to feed us, all 3 of us, just with that one cheesesteak.
Yeah.
But then we realized, I was just like, if you're a place, you should have like a signature food item, right? Like
Yeah.
when we were in Atlanta, like, you know, like Southern comfort food is like a classic thing to have in that sort of location. When you're in Philadelphia, you got to go get a cheesesteak. You know, when we were, I guess, what was the thing that we had in San Francisco that was like,
San Francisco, I don't know. When we're in LA, you had to go to Erewhon to try the smoothie.
right, you were like, here's a $22 smoothie, which again, Canadian is like $38. And like, you know, when we were in Montreal for training camp, for Raptors training camp, you know, we had to get a steamy, or you got to get, you know, the what?
Yeah, smoked meat.
Oh, yeah, smoked meat sandwich. We went to Schwartz's. You know, you got to get a poutine obviously at some point as well if you're in Montreal. And I was like, what is that one signature food item you got to get in Toronto?
Yeah, so someone in the chat said Toronto would be doubles and patties. We got a lot of patties responses when we were having these conversations.
That was probably the one that I
Yeah, street meat hot dogs by Bay Street Terminal. Some people say more authentic Chinese food as well. I think this speaks
we
to
do have great Chinese food. I
but
can't
this,
even lie.
this
we do have
speaks
great Chinese
to
food.
kind of just Toronto in that, like, maybe it's not one thing. Like, it really is just like the different kind of types of foods, the ethnicities and stuff that are here. Like, there's not really one that kind of stands out and represents Toronto in that way.
I think one thing that happens is like when you're in the U.S., it's like very clear that you're in the U.S. and like it's not a melting pot. You're just like, you have your own piece of yourself, but it's like
Right.
American first. So you're like American Chinese. Versus I feel like in Canada, especially in Toronto, I feel like my home culture first, and then
Right.
Canadian is the secondary thing. So like I'm more like
yeah.
you know, Chinese Canadian versus like, you know, the vice versa in America. And I think because the city is such a cult, like melting pot, that like there
Melting pot alert.
no, there isn't like one item in Toronto that I'm like, you can
Versus
only get this in
DEI
Toronto.
alert.
No, like you just okay. That's crazy, man. No, but like that, it's like, there's not one item in Toronto that you can only get in Toronto. I feel like. However,
Sure.
at the same time, you can get the best of.
You can get
various
everything.
different cultures.
You can get everything.
Like for example, like I think doubles and patties, I think probably is the one because you can get that. Like I was eating patties like when you're just in school. Like it's like
Yeah.
a common thing that you can get in your public school. You know what I mean? And it's like you go to the convenience store and you're in a rush and you got to hop in the subway. You pop into
You
the
can get it on
convenience
the
store and you
TTC.
buy one for like $1.75, which is all, again a little expensive.
I think I didn't think
You know what I
about
mean?
patties in that way because I didn't realize that patties isn't very like popular.
No,
in
but
other
where would
places.
you even get a patty if you went to like, you know, I guess New York's probably the one exception.
Yeah, but that's
like,
what-
like if you went to San Francisco and you were looking for a patty, you have to look for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I realized that patties were such a thing that didn't exist in a lot of other places. Where it was so popular in Toronto, growing up, I just assumed that was a thing that every other place had it like that too. But I
Also,
guess
for
it is a very Toronto thing.
sharing the experience, I did find this video of you guys eating your Angelos. So you can just see now scale for size.
Yeah, that's a steamy too, man. Look
Oh
at that
my-
steam coming out.
Goodness, man.
And then
man.
talking about like eating over the bench, we're going to check in with Alex in just a second.
Yo, I'm just leaning. Yo, why do I look like I'm struggling? Why does it look like
Yo.
I'm staring at that sandwich like the Green Goblin mask?
Yo, again, the forced perspective was crazy because the sandwich looked as big as your head, man.
It was really big.
Yo, the crazy thing is that day we took a flight to San Francisco.
Yeah.
So we brought the Angelos with us. But yeah, we didn't eat that
No,
the
we
rest of the day.
didn't
We
eat the
couldn't.
rest of the day. We were at the
Yeah.
airport. We didn't eat anything at the airport. We were
Yeah.
in Philadelphia the rest of the day. We didn't eat it. We like walked. We literally walked across half of downtown just to like walk it off. Like you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
Doing the Bell Sky Slam. Yeah, shouts to Bell.
Hey, shouts to Bell. That was great.
Shuts the bell.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Philly was cool. I mean, we
Yeah.
went there right. So we flew in on the Monday right after the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, and it was funny because like we're walking on like Broad Street, which is like the popular street where they ended up having the parade on the Friday as well. And when we went there on the Monday night, it was like the quietest night like ever
oh yeah.
because they had just so we basically just missed out on like all the celebrations.
Nightlife looked a little dead. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
was a Monday. and America's weird. So that's my big takeaway.
Yeah.
That's Philadelphia. We also kept singing the Philadelphia win song, the victory song,
Oh yeah.
which I don't know if people know, but every time the Sixers win, they play this song.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
goes. So there's like a doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Is this an actual song, or is it just for Philly?
Philadelphia?
It's
And
gotta be
he's
voice.
gone again.
It's so
Grimes got 30.
Podcast P is
Just
on
retired.
hiatus.
Why is Oubre their best player?
No, okay. For people who are
Chris
watching,
Boucher.
you can search on YouTube. It's like you just search "Here We Come, Philadelphia," and it's like a beloved song. Like this is like their version of like I guess "Sweet Caroline"
Right.
in,
Sure.
in Boston, or like
Yeah.
"You'll
Randy
Never Walk
Newman's
Alone."
I Love
in
LA?
Liverpool.
Do we have one? Does Toronto have like a
Oh, it would be that
sports-
Cardinal official song. T.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay, yeah.
What about the? Honestly, all the old school hip hop, I just missed out on a whole era.
Yeah.
'Cause I came to Canada in 2000, so at that point, you could still hear a little bit of Cardinal, but
Sure, sure,
it just
sure.
wasn't as much.
That's why your
Yeah.
favorite Blueprint album is Blueprint 3.
Yeah, we forever young
Oh
on that
my
album, man. But yeah, like
Uh,
we notorious, like that just
No,
Yo,
that's
Candle
crazy.
Yo.
bang what up.
not Northern Touch.
Like, that doesn't hit for me, man. I wasn't
Oh,
around for that.
no.
Yo,
That-
not we notorious.
Is that even the right line? I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw.
Only
man.
time I hear that
Oh.
is at the Raps games, man. And I know the
Yo.
old heads go crazy for that song. Like the people who
What's
grew up in
the-
Toronto
What's
go
the
crazy
modern
for
day
that.
comparison?
Shout
to
out
like,
the Growy Graham rap group Swollen Members.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Swollen Members is a crazy name.
Oh my god.
What is the modern day equivalent to Northern Touch?
If you play,
It's got. I'm
okay.
guessing it's got to be a Drake.
I
Something
got
Drake
multiple. I
related,
got
yeah.
multiple
Okay,
options for
yeah, hit us.
the
Yeah.
modern day the versions of it. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, number one, Still, aka Still by the Rabba.
Yeah.
If you play that for a certain generation of people who grew up in Toronto,
Yeah.
people are gonna go crazy for Still.
Okay.
Break from Toronto
I was gonna say Break from Toronto is up there.
by Party Next Door would be great.
Again, I just found out recently. Party Next Door is one artist.
Yeah,
Not a
you
group.
thought it was like the Chainsmokers. Like you thought it was-
Break from Toronto.
Wait, sing it like the
I
Philadelphia
needed-
fight song.
I need a break from the city. The city lights and all the
Yo, you're
girls.
rooting a classic, man.
So much stress. Driving down the 407.
you sound like the
reference
Chinese
is the
guys
toll.
in Rush
Too.
Hour at the start of Rush Hour 2, man. You're rooting a
So
classic right now.
yeah, no, Northern Touch was definitely like anthem at
Right.
that time. So
So when you heard it though, were people going crazy? Like,
It-
because you were going to clubs back in the day, like
okay, Northern
Okay.
Touch. I don't know if Northern Touch.
no, I never.
I don't know if Northern Touch was like a club banger.
okay, so
Like
so
I-
like you know how like people play Nokia right now at the club and people go crazy,
Sure,
or like
sure,
people
sure.
play like Nice for What and people go crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Are people like back in like the 90s? You're at the Velvet Underground, and then they're like, "We notorious," and people go, "Oh!"
People would still go nuts for that now, but I don't
Okay,
know. I
alright.
don't know if it's a club banger per se.
Yeah, it would be like at a hip hop event.
Yeah,
not-
it's like a
yeah.
street banger.
Got you.
Like it would be at like Scratch Bastard's barbecue.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So
I think the only
Anyways.
Cardinal official that song that would hit the clubs in those days would be like Dangerous.
yeah.
How did that go?
Yeah.
The
Dangerous.
one with Akon.
Oh, the one with
She
Akon.
is
Oh,
so
yeah. Oh, I know that
dangerous.
song. Yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
B-boy parties. Tina says.
B-boy
That
parties.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
What about
right.
Crab Bucket, man? Was that hitting for people back in the day?
Hell is crab bucket. man?
Walking down
Chaos.
Young Street on a Friday.
Chaos.
Yeah. Wait, you don't know who Chaos
I
is?
know
You
who Chaos is.
Wait, no, you know
Really?
Crab
I know
Bucket.
Chaos. Yeah, the,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Canadian J Cole. Yeah.
No, that's, come on, man.
man.
That might be the first time I say that's too disrespectful to J. Cole.
Oh shoot, no, shouts to Chaos. man.
Oh, wait, yeah. Bacardi
Oh yeah,
Slang.
Bacardi slang.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
Sean Desmond
Sean Desmond was sick.
had
yeah.
everybody in my high school wearing velour suits for a whole year, man.
So Sean Desmond was like 100% white, right? Like
He's
Uh,
Portuguese.
that's 100% white.
yo, Sean Desmond was the man.
Sean Desmond, yeah, with the little S tattoo. Well, what was that? What was
Oh,
the big
man.
song he had?
I don't
Shook?
even.
Did he also have like a?
I don't even know his songs. I
Yeah.
just know
Sorry?
Sean Desmond was a big deal.
Sean Desmond. Okay. Nelly Furtado. Like, I mean, like we've had a lot of great Canadian artists. I mean, Nelly's
Yeah.
from the West Coast, but like still, you know,
Yeah, Nickelback.
Bieber.
Nickelback.
How you
Avril
remind me, I
Lavigne.
guess, yeah.
We can claim all of Ontario. 'cause-
Sum 41.
Is Sarah McLachlan Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne.
Avral? What? Avral? That sounds like a hand cream.
That's
Oh
crazy.
man. All right.
So that was Philadelphia, apparently.
That was Philly.
That's Philly. Yeah. Philly.
I
was
mean,
good.
Will bought a sick
Oh,
jacket.
let's talk,
shopping.
let's talk
Yeah,
about
that's right. Yeah,
shopping.
yeah, yeah.
So weirdly, because like as people know on these trips, like Jerome and I try to lock in on a little shopping as Will tags along, and yeah, we were able to hit up this local store called P's and Q's, and Will came up upon this really cool reversible jacket,
Hey.
which is like I guess like navy, like a navy kind of work jacket.
It's like a dark green.
Yeah.
Okay, dark
Yeah.
green.
It's like a dark green on the outside, but on the inside it's just like this, basically like a Chinese like bright red floral kind of like dragon print
Yeah,
on it. It just looked so good, man.
yeah.
Like, and I was like,
You look so good.
I think there's like another photo you took of me from when we were at a balcony.
Oh, yeah. Let me get that for you.
And
Hold for
we'll
now.
pull that up. But it was just like, I don't know. The thing is, you gotta understand. I've been on many road trips with these guys, and the number one thing that when they get a chance,
just
they're like,
wanted to
"Yo, we
fit
want to
in.
go shopping. Like, we just love going
yeah,
shopping."
we love
And-
blowing our money.
And for me, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I guess I just like don't necessarily enjoy the actual process of shopping. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm in a different city, and these are my guys, so I'm just gonna go with you guys.
Yeah.
So in Philadelphia, we end up hitting this shop called P's and Q's, and honestly, like they had a lot of nice stuff in there. Like you bought some stuff.
We all bought stuff. Yeah.
You bought some stuff. Jerome bought a T-shirt.
Yeah, we all copped from them.
And so, you know, peer pressure wise, I'm like, damn, I can't come out of here empty-handed. Like, what am I gonna look like in front of
Just
this?
for the record, we never peered pressure.
Oh,
you.
no,
You
no,
just
no.
like put it on yourself.
No, I'm trying to find excuses as to why I spent $230 on this jacket.
No, but I was glad you.
It was
you-
beautiful.
you-
$230
$230 US, by the way.
which, by the way, is
370.
3 something.
370
Yeah.
Canadian.
Oh
yeah.
man, I crashed
right.
out when
You
I saw that CIBC alert.
You crashed out a little bit for 15 minutes after you purchased that jacket. I
Okay.
remember, so.
Well, I have the photo here. This is actually in San Francisco, but at the motel we were at, there were a couple of palm trees around, and Will just had his jacket on and got a good lean going. And look at this guy.
Come on,
oh,
guys.
that's sick. Yeah.
Come
Look
on,
at this
man.
guy.
Come
Yeah.
on.
The backdrop looks fake. Yeah.
Yo, Gigi's in the chat for Will here.
Yo, I was growing
Yeah.
Graham that day, man.
Yeah, no, the jacket is sick. I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad you made that purchase. That's gonna be a statement piece for you, for the near future. So
Well, I mean, I legit went home recently to see my parents, and like I got all of them to like put it on too. Like
Yeah.
everyone was really excited to wear this jacket.
so parents were excited about it as well.
Yeah, let me find one more photo. Hold on. It was just like basically a slideshow, but yeah, no, it was great, man. I mean, you guys got something too. Year of the Snake.
Yeah, that's
know?
right. I forgot about that.
Yo, please tell me you wear that thing, man. Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on that. Yeah, so that was Philadelphia, and we also went to a sick wrestling vintage
Right.
spot. Suplex wrestling vintage.
SVW, I think it is.
SVW.
Yeah.
Suplex Vintage Wrestling.
Mm.
If you're ever in Philadelphia, definitely check out that store.
Yeah.
It's kind of like both a vintage clothing store and also just a museum, and they have this whole wall of just like action figures.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Belts, championship belts that got Jerome into the championship belt.
Yo,
I will not be purchasing a championship
I
belt, but
legit
was
thought
very
you were about
close.
to buy like an intercontinental champion.
I think every
We do not stay at the intercontinental.
every grown man should have a championship belt. Yeah,
Is that true? I don't know if that's the case.
yeah,
well,
I think that
guess-
should be. that
Guess
should be
Joel
the
Embiid
rule.
ain't a grown man then.
Oh,
Sorry.
yikes! Basketball reference.
Sorry. I guess we are basketball.
So that was Philadelphia. We went there to cover another exciting Raps road win. And
yeah,
it-
that one was, bro. The vibes in Philadelphia, man, they were booing like right away. Like they hate this team. Like the Sixers fans do not play
just a tough team to watch.
just in general, but they do not play about this team. I have a strong sense that Nick is not long for that job. Because I knew he was even like a little bit amused and relieved to see like Raptors reporters in there. He's like, "Oh, you guys again? What's going on, guys? Let's talk about the old days."
Man.
I was like, "Oh, that's tough." Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there is Jerome with the belt.
Winged Eagle 90s belts. And then, yeah, we have a whole bunch of wrestling figurines.
Yo,
in there
I was
too.
legit staring at this wall for like a solid 20 minutes trying to find
Teddy Long.
Teddy Long,
Oh yeah, that's right.
which I believe we actually still have the. I guess we can't hear it, but
Here, let me play it.
hold on a minute, player. Like just in the bottom here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you hit the play?
I did hit the play.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. So that, but yeah, I mean, I do think that like, yeah, Philadelphia, in terms of all the places that we've gone so far, like by far they were the angriest crowd. They were booing
Oh my
right away.
goodness.
I thought they were chanting Cooper for like Cooper flag, and I was like, damn, you guys are that serious about it already? But they were actually chanting for one of the guys on the Eagles called Cooper.
Oh yeah, Cooper DeJean, because he just got an interception, like a pick six,
Okay.
the night before
Okay. Yeah.
in the Super Bowl.
Cooper
yeah.
DeJong. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just Frenched his name. It's probably DeJean.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. Someone fact
Père
check
DeJong.
calling him Dijon Mustard over here. Mustard,
Oh yeah. But
Dijon.
that's what we realized in the States too, man. They stopped playing Drake in the States, man. I'm like when we were at All Star Weekend, we would hear
Yeah.
like the entire Kendrick discography.
No, I just
from start to finish, man.
I just would like there to be more than 7 hip hop songs in the universe right now. You know.
Yeah.
Like I know the arena experience does skew it a little bit,
Right.
Because you're only playing certain songs.
What are you trying to hear though? Northern Touch?
No, but-
trying to hear We Notorious?
No,
out
but
in
it's like,
Philadelphia?
but it's like we just hear the same 7 songs in every arena. It's just I don't know. Maybe a little variety. would
There's
be
there's
nice.
definitely like TV Off, Squabble Up.
Yeah.
Not Like Us was played like I would say I probably heard that song against my will probably 20 times
Yeah.
in the trip.
How long? How long do you think Not Like Us is gonna kind of have that staying power in terms of being like an arena song? Because like we're coming up probably on like a year now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like whether you want to hear it or not, you've heard it like so much that it's starting to get. Because there's
Yeah.
one year where I worked retail, as one of my summer jobs.
Yeah.
I worked at RJ McCarthy's, which sells uniforms,
Right.
out in Etobicoke for people who go to like Catholic school
Yeah.
or just any sort of uniform school. And so one of the things I realized when you work retail is that the radio is just permanently on and it's permanently stuck to like whatever pop channel it is. And when you are actually listening to the radio for 8 straight hours, you realize they only play 10 songs like over and over
Right.
again.
Like it's like a loop after.
And
a
so
while.
it started becoming a bit of a torture thing for me where it was just like
Yeah.
I would hear Super Bass by Nicki Minaj
Yeah.
without fail once every 45 minutes. And I just can't, like, as soon as that song comes on, I get angry. Oh, now look at that boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom. I'm like, no, like, it's just, it just reminds me of like having to work in that job. So Not Like Us is hitting that super bass territory.
Not
of,
Like Us is hitting another song I remember getting super played out was Gnarls Barkley, Crazy. Like it just
Yeah.
played for like 3
Also,
years.
that man is straight up canceled, bro.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
is he?
yeah,
He
yeah,
canceled,
that as
man.
well. That
Crazy.
as well. But like, yeah, it's just, you know, songs reach a point where you hear it so much it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like doesn't, you don't feel anything anymore.
I feel
when it
like it's
comes on.
gonna be kind of like drop it like it's hot for clubs.
Yeah,
But that's kind of cool, though. That still hits for me if I hear
Right,
like,
yeah. But like just in the sense also because it's like a very like people will try to like crip walk to it and Not Like Us
Oh,
is
yeah.
very much in that same vein.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like a Still Dre.
We should
maybe.
basically set up a hello and
Next
welcome
episode.
party and do an experiment. We'll start with Northern Touch.
Yo, I want to
And
see you
then-
guys go
and then-
crazy.
social
and then,
I wanna hear you
and
guys
then
go crazy,
scratch in Not Like Us 10 times. Like I know people have their own personal feelings towards like Not Like Us, but I think just like as a popular song, it's just like it's just everywhere. Yeah.
No, you just can't hear any song that many times, man.
Yeah. Like I
Sure.
think I've
Yeah.
reached that point with Not Like Us.
I think this is a good point too, from Coco, who says it's an us versus them, which makes it seem like it will stick for team versus team sports.
Yeah,
and that's the thing too. Maybe it's because we've been covering the Raptors on the road, so the Raptors have been part of every game that we're hearing this at. But it's
Yeah.
just like you just hear Not Like Us no matter any time the Raptors or anything Canadians related, and I'm like,
Right.
why are we pulled into this whole thing? It's
because we're booing anthems. Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Which, by the way, at the WWF Elimination Chamber event, that was the loudest boos I've heard
Oh yeah.
for a U.S. anthem.
Why are they singing the anthem?
Louder than your viral video. Man, I should have gone viral.
Why
Oh
are
my
they
gosh,
singing? But why is the anthem even sung at a WWE event?
Because wrestling is a sport.
Well, no, they always
Why is the anthem sung at sports games? Like
because
if
it's
the
like
Olympics,
it's just
I get
so
it, but
pro America. So like they sing both, and then yeah, that was one of the that might have been louder than Cena turning heel.
It was
that
a
loud.
very visceral like reaction.
did it get a big pop from the crowd?
Oh my god!
People always talk about pop from the crowd.
Greg
The Canadian
Popovich. This guy's
anthem
breaking
did get a huge pop.
kayfabe.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Yeah. What were we talking about, man? Just hating on not like us.
Yeah, very
No,
much.
yo, I'm just saying, like, you're just subjected to that song against their will, man.
Yeah, we
It's
heard
just,
a lot.
It's just on all the time.
Are we in
Yeah.
San Francisco now? Is that where we are?
Yeah,
I
we're
believe we are in San Francisco.
we're in Frisco.
But what do you guys think? What do you guys think is the funniest like side beef to come out of this Drake Kendrick thing? So some nominees are LeBron and Drake are no longer friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty funny to me.
that's crazy.
Although
Drake and DeMar, I really don't like that one because I
That's not
saw.
funny.
really sad.
That's just sad.
That one's sad. That
I
one's straight
didn't
up
like Drake was being like hyper like just aggressive and petty on the TV broadcast earlier this season.
sad. Well, he did a show in Australia.
Yeah, and he
where
tossed the jersey,
Yeah,
tossed
yeah.
he
DeMar's jersey,
like
right?
stomped on it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if he stomped on it. I did see him pull out a jersey.
But the Drake LeBron one is pretty funny considering like how close they were.
Yeah,
Like Drake was there partying with him the first time he won the championship in Miami.
Right.
Like they've been boys.
Well, I mean, you remember too, like after I think 2018, so this is the third year of LeBronto now in a row.
Yeah.
But LeBron beat the Raptors, and then I think Dave McMenamin tweeted out something where it was like, "Margaritas on you, Drake." And I'm like, "Oh, brother,
yeah.
that's the last thing I'm trying to hear right now, man. I'm in pain."
Honestly,
well,
we
there was
got-
an
we got
episode
clowned
of The
pretty
Shop
bad.
with LeBron and
Right.
Drake where like Drake basically talks to LeBron like he's his dad or something.
No, like he's like his
It's crazy.
mentor.
Yeah,
like, you know,
exactly.
to put it the nicer, if you want to put it nicer.
Yeah.
But yeah, because like, this was Drake coming
That's
off
pretty
his
sad.
beef with like Pusha,
Yeah.
and like they were just like it seemed like they had a really close relationship. And then on the flip side, it's like KD is super loyal to Drake
Well, it's like Katie. And
Is he really?
I think Katie
Yeah,
and
'cause-
Steph. Katie and
Oh
Steph.
my
because
goodness.
KD was asked about the Kendrick halftime show,
Oh,
and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't watch it." It's like there's no way you didn't
crazy.
watch it. Well, you just turn your back to the Super Bowl for 15 minutes. I
Yo,
know you watch everything.
No, he put on headphones and he put on
Yo.
he put on
crazy.
whatever.
Yo.
Meet the family. Whatever, one of those family matters. or
Family
something.
matters.
Drake literally has a LeBron tattoo.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like I don't know.
No, that
like,
shit is actually really sad, man.
like do you think like Drake and like LeBron can become like friends again, or is this just too much?
I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah, straight up. Why are we talking
You
about
guys are
this?
grown adults, man.
yeah.
LeBron, you're 40,
Man,
man.
this type of TMZ gossip doesn't intrigue you.
No, I mean, what does make me sad is with the Rosen thing. Like, as a
Yeah,
Raptor
that
fan, I'm
sucks.
just like, look, you guys are all part of the same family, man. Like, you guys don't have to
He's
like
the
take it to this
global
degree.
ambassador for the team.
He's the global ambassador,
Yeah.
you know, for the team. It's just it doesn't really make sense, you know. I would say that like maybe DeRozan didn't necessarily have to put himself in the video, but also at the same time, it's like
Nah, but those are
But who
like
cares?
those are
It's also
connections.
a
like
big
from
song.
But those are
Compton.
connections that he has that are like beyond basketball.
I feel like they could just talk this thing through, everybody involved. But
Oh,
apparently
that's not
I don't know.
happening. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Anyways, let's
What's
move.
gonna happen then? We're gonna retire DeMar's jersey, and Drake's gonna be like, turn his TV off, like you know,
Turn his TV off. Turn his
Not
TV off.
TV off.
like this is so stupid, man. You guys are adults.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's move off this.
I think what we would learn for any of this is we don't want no trouble.
Ich will Keenan Arger.
Yo, can we actually learn how to say that in German, please?
Ich will Keenan Arger or something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I just said.
So,
Yeah.
so there's the meme itself is Jackie Chan movies be like, I don't want any trouble. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Jackie's like beating the hell out of everyone.
Yeah. There's people bleeding, dead on the floor.
This was actually the Orlando Magic game. Actually,
This
it was
is-
just Jackie Chan being like, Wendell Carter Jr., get out of here, man.
So after Philadelphia, we flew to San Francisco
Yeah,
and we stayed at the historic Phoenix Hotel
Yes, we did.
right.
in the Tenderloin district of San Francisco.
If you had to say the tenderloin like a Toronto GTA equivalent, like what's tenderloin in GTA terms?
Oh, let's not do that to the
I don't
GTA.
know. I don't know the GTA well enough to be able to make a comp. But what I found out
It's like staying on Sherburne. Anyway.
after we checked in to the Phoenix was that the Phoenix Hotel has a long history with rock and roll bands and having parties
Right.
in the 80s and 90s. And even when we were there, they had a R&B and ribs Saturday
That's where this was taken.
party.
That's why I was dressed
That's
like
where
There
this.
was no R&B or ribs in that photo. This guy looked like he was about to sell fake jewelry to people on the street.
Yo, I look like I'm about to kidnap Soo Young, man.
Yo, this is that's your pyramid scheme fit.
I want 50 million in 10, 50 million in
So-
20.
So the craziest fact about the Phoenix Hotel
Yep.
is when Kurt Cobain, R.I.P., committed suicide, his suicide note was written on a Phoenix Hotel stationery
Right.
because he had just recently stayed there
Mhm.
with Courtney Love. So that's the lore
Right.
of the hotel
Yeah,
that
and to
we
be clear,
stayed
we
at.
got in at like probably like we got in at like 2 a.m. Pacific time to the hotel. That's when we checked in. But at that point, we were coming from Philly, so that's like 5 a.m. for us, time zone wise. And so we're just like groggy. We're just trying to get to our rooms, and the guy's like, "Hey, fun fact about this place: Kurt Cobain committed suicide, but related to this place." And I'm like, just put the key cards in the bag, bro. Please, I'm so tired. But it honestly it was. So I think the number one thing for like San Francisco for me is just like I've been so many times. I was actually really excited to sort of like show you guys around, like take you guys different places because I've been like this is probably like my 10th trip to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Like it's I went even after Summer League last year when you guys went home. I just like
Oh, yeah,
flew a
that's
little bit
right.
more west to go to San Fran. I have family out there. It's like the only extended family I have in North America.
Yeah.
So like I end up
have
going
none.
seeing them.
Yeah.
What?
No,
Actually?
actually, I do. Yeah, some in New York. Yeah, anyway. So.
Okay. All right. Well, my point is like I just try to go. I guess I'm pretty close to them and stuff.
Nice.
So I was excited to sort of show you guys around. But I think number one for me was just like the one thing San Francisco, like unfortunately, is like people know this about San Francisco is that like they have a pretty big like homeless like issue. Like there's a lot of people who are unhoused.
Yeah.
It's like pretty difficult. There's like rapid gentrification at certain points. And so like this has sort of been something that like you just know exists in San Francisco, and there hasn't necessarily been a lot of like great fixes for sort of this thing. But then I realized when I was going down there, I'm like, oh, at all the downtown places, especially where like NBA parties were, or like the event buildings where NBA events were taking place, they had just like somehow cleared all these people out, and it was just freaking me out. It felt so dystopian.
It's a little disturbing to know that can be done.
Right, because if you go to any sort of like subway station in San Francisco, and again, I've been many times when there was an NBA All-Star weekend, you would usually see like 10, 20 people around. And again, it's like a really unfortunate part of the city that like, there's such a big issue with this, with just this crisis. But like, you didn't see like a single person out there. It was starting to freak me out in terms of like what did they actually do, the city of like San Francisco, to actually move all these people, because that was not the San Francisco that I knew, man.
Yeah, no, you were really shook when we were walking through the streets because you just kept on almost the same way you were taking us to different spots. You're like, wait until you see this. No one's here. Like,
No
would
one
freak out.
was
Yeah.
anywhere, man.
Which is even
Yeah.
freakier, man.
Yeah, no, it was bad. And then also because you kind of saw it all coming back almost immediately once All-Star finished.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
I say as soon as the Monday rolled back around, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Bard experience that I know and love, baby. That's
In
that
a
cow train
positive
experience.
way, you did mention Phoenix. Here's a nice pic of you and I over
Oh,
by
yeah,
the
this
water.
is-
Oh, yeah, nice. You guys went to see some water. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what'd you do, man? Go
What did you
shopping
do?
in Hyde Ashbury?
yeah.
You actually probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Land's End in San Francisco. This is just like I guess the northern point. Like if you go
Northern Touch.
we notorious.
Notorious. Ain't nobody want to bang with us.
If you just turn the corner a little bit, you can see the bridge basically. But yeah, it was a really chill day. Now I just wanted to show you guys different places. We were in the Sunset District as well.
Yeah.
That's
Here's a video of the party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
What are they playing? Tell me when to go. Wait,
I
are
forget
we
which
muted
one.
for this?
It might have been like Too Short.
Wait, are we
At this
muted
point?
for this?
No, we aren't. We
Oh,
aren't. No,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear us.
And I was just trying to take a quiet shower. in my
Yeah.
hotel
For
room.
people who don't realize,
Actually, play the
like,
video again. So this
One
is
sec.
this is the place that we were staying at. If you look at the very like northern corner of that place,
that's where
that's where Alex was staying,
couldn't
like
go
right
to
beside
his
the pool
room.
there.
I-
Yo, and it was so loud. Yo, this guy
Oh
he was just trying to take shower number 5 of the day.
Yo, I literally took a shower and just left and walked to the arena, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll see you guys
I'll see you
later.
guys at Chase.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But yeah, we did San
All-Star,
Francisco.
man. It was Will's first All-Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
We did the courtside preview where we got to do our dunk contest.
That was really fun, yeah, because there's like a lot of corporate activations that take
Yeah.
place in All Star, but it was actually really cool. Like we got to try out the airless basketball,
Yep.
by Wilson, which was really cool.
Yeah.
because it's like it has the same weight as and bounce of a basketball. Obviously, it doesn't feel the same, but like it has like basically makes no noise somehow when you're dribbling the ball. And I'm like, dude, this is actually awesome. I would actually pay to get one of these. And then the guy was like, it's $2,000.
right.
I'm like, oh, okay.
2,000 for a basketball.
Is that Canadian and
insane.
USD? Is that
Oh,
in
boy.
USD?
We saw Lethal Shooter there.
We saw Lethal Shooter. He bricked every shot.
Well, in fairness, it was on a robotic arm
yeah.
net that was.
which he probably designed.
It was.
I
tough
understand now.
Oh, I understand now, baby. I understand. I understand the grind.
Oh, man.
And then probably the most fun part was we actually got to do this dunk contest simulator thing.
All right, we're gonna load the video of our dunks.
There we go.
So here we are at the AT&T Slam Dunk Cam, I think it's called. Here
Yeah.
I am going first.
Jerome rocking the Jit Lotta, which
Yes.
is an
Jerome's
excellent
dunk.
restaurant.
Jerome's dunk was sick, man.
Yo, come
Thanks,
on, man.
guys.
This is all first take, by the way, man. Oh,
Oh, I hope they show the other angle. They gotta show the
you
overhead.
you like the high angle.
The
Calm
overhead
down.
angle.
Wait,
is
here
so
it comes.
sick.
Here it comes.
Calm
It's gonna
down.
come for you.
Yeah.
And there.
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
sick.
Bang.
That's sick. Oh, here comes a
360.
dud.
No, that's not a dud.
No, I don't know what I was trying to do there.
Asian.
Yeah.
Shit.
Very
Yeah,
Asian.
Celebration
Asian.
saved it.
That's
No,
not
that's
bad,
a-
though.
that's a
a
cool
pretty
No,
good
I was
dunk.
trying to
Nice
do a
little 180.
720.
Here you
That's
go.
me.
You were trying to do a 720.
Yeah, but then my body.
Hey.
Oh!
Everyone was worried about your arm. Will.
I mean, to
Your
be
arm
fair,
was a little bruised.
it was
Yeah.
a little bruised, but I mean, I'm fine now. God damn, how did Vince Carter actually do this dunk, man?
yeah.
Man, did you guys used to like have like a, net at your place? Like when
I
you
had
were
a net
young?
at my parents' place, and I would dunk.
And you
on that.
lower it and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
dunk
yeah.
it
I
and
would
stuff?
lower
That's
and
pretty
dunk
sick,
on that.
man.
Yeah, I
I
remember
feel like I've
those days.
dunked at most 10 times in my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, doing the fake dunking is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Get to be super like creative and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good times. What else? What else can we speak on in San Francisco?
We went to some parties.
We did go to some parties.
Yeah.
We already talked about it, but we somehow managed to get our way into a clutch party, which
Yeah.
Yeah, show us the big Ike.
And if we were to, crop some photos, I guess we can show a little.
oh my god.
Oh no! Is that that? How much Lobos does this guy drink that night?
Yeah.
Yo, you Rebecca Lobos in the clutch party, man. Oh my god.
So we get to the clutch party.
Wait, hold on. Put the photo back up. Hold on a
Yeah.
Yes,
sec.
sir.
So we got to the clutch party. The thing is, I'm like, because I knew ahead of time we were gonna go for this, so I was packing for this. The
Yeah.
thing is, as you know, the way I dress, like I just don't have anything that would fit in a clutch party.
like
sort of
a
situation.
formal like attire or whatever.
Right. So I'm stressing. Meanwhile, so ultimately I ended up rocking this like Jeff Hamilton jacket that I was gifted.
That's
Yeah.
right.
She also rocked.
So I was wearing that, and so I felt relatively okay in that. Otherwise, I just had like regular SVP stuff underneath.
Yeah.
What it is, what it is. But now I'm realizing you had a camo jacket on the whole time,
That
and
he bought that day.
and a PSA hat. Like
He bought
You
that
were
day.
trying to fit
it's
in.
the
You were
Nike
trying to-
ACG.
you were trying to blend into the
No,
background.
man, I'm trying to
man.
fit
Yeah.
out. Bro.
You can't see me like John Cena right now.
That's me with my
Listen.
P's and Q's shirt that I bought.
Yeah, Jerome's got the P's and Q's. He's got his fly. He's got his fly hair. Listen, man, the cred is in the invite, man. Once you get the invite,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
chill.
You just
know?
line up with RDC World and get yourself in.
Yo, that was the thing. We showed up and I'm like, oh, that's Mark Phillips
Yeah, and then
of RDC World and the
and-
rest of the crew.
and then we go in, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Yo, Barry Bonds is over there."
Yo.
And at first, I'm like, listen, like
You were trying to find him on
when
Friday.
you go to a clutch party, you believe anything, right?
Yeah, no,
because like
there's people in there.
we end up running into like Rich Paul was there,
Yeah, it's his party.
Jada Kiss was there, like, people just like keep popping in.
Yeah.
So I'm like fully believing you when you're like, yo, Barry
yeah.
Bonds is here.
Right, and I know how, because the thing is like Barry Bonds had actually coached one of the teams.
Yeah, he was part of the celeb
you wanted
game.
to go
Yeah.
to Oakland originally to follow
Yeah,
him
just
there?
to like
Yeah.
follow him.
You are such a big Barry Bonds fan. I mean, you're literally
Yeah,
wearing
show
an
the
SF
shirt,
shirt
show
right
the
now.
shirt.
He's my favorite baseball player. So then I'm like, we just got in, so we're just getting our bearings, getting settled. You tell me. So then I like 5 minutes later, like the quote unquote Barry Bonds comes around again.
Wait, it wasn't Barry
And
Bonds?
I take a closer look, and I'm like, this person is nowhere close to being Barry Bonds.
Wait, I am just finding this out now.
Yeah,
I
so
thought he was
he-
there the whole time.
He misidentified
Oh, but
Barry Bonds.
Oh,
He
brother.
had me so excited. So anyways, other than that,
Yeah, hiding in shame, man.
yeah, other than that, it was a good time. No, we all have our like mistaken identity
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
stories.
there's obviously things that we cannot say about what happened that night, but we just had a really good time, and I think for me, there's part of this where it's just like a faking till you make it kind of situation, like perpetually in this career where it's like I didn't receive
like
education.
stand against the wall until someone talks to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't like I have no attachment to basketball other than just my appreciation and love for the sport, right? And like that, like I haven't played basketball at a high level or at any level outside of pickup. Although I do play pickup. Okay, I'm very upset that people think I don't even play
Obsessively.
pickup. Yeah, no, seriously, we're part of 3 basketball runs now. But like, I'm when I first started, I was not part of any big network. Obviously, I've chosen to leave a big network, so that sort of, I mean, whether or not, I don't know. I don't think you got a Sportsnet credit in a clutch party in San Francisco. Let's just be honest about that. But like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not anything rooting me down in terms of just like, these are my credentials to be here. You know what I mean? Like in a party that's like, there's NBA players there. There's just like, all these like executives and stuff like that. You're just like, what am I doing in here? You know what I mean? Like even leading up to it, I was like kind of nervous. I'm like, why am I wearing...
Imposter syndrome.
No, I was like, I am the imposter going to this thing, man. I mean, like if there's an influencer going, it's like RDC World who have like millions of followers. Like, what am I doing here? And then I think actually coming out of the thing, I was just like, dude, what's the point of stressing over something like that? Just try to have fun. Try to find your people. We actually saw some people from Toronto there, so we were able to hang out with them.
Yeah, we found our own tribe.
Yeah, and I think
And I think it's always comfortable in those environments when there's like the 3 of us there too, right? 'Cause, like,
Right.
we know that we can just hang out.
Well, that's the thing, because it's like for me, it was like it almost reminded me of like when we first like went to Sportsnet, like the first week leading up to it. I'm like, dude, what am I gonna be doing on Sportsnet? Like, what am I can't believe we're just gonna do our show, but as is there. You know what I mean? Like it felt like you're now being invited to a different room of different people.
Oh yeah, yeah, same.
No, not for you. Okay.
Keep
No,
talking.
but like,
JR's telling me to roll up my rim live.
do you still do that? Okay, let's actually hold on. Let's roll up the rim.
No, keep telling your story, man. It's a good story.
No, it's just a sense of like a bit of like insecurity of like being an imposter or whatever. But ultimately, like we actually had a really good time in there, and I didn't really feel like I didn't fit in here. Yo, look at the that's a regular technique. This is some shit only Canadians would know. Okay. You have to roll up the rim with your teeth. There's no like, oh, let's unfold it with your fingers. I don't even think that's physically possible.
Yeah, I didn't win. It says try again.
No, show the cup. But yeah, that's tough.
But yeah, it was a fun party, man. And
It's a fun party, and we cannot say anything else, man. I'm already sweating thinking about the things that we can't say about.
Yeah, and then on the way back to the hotel, I guess had too much Lobos. Shouts to LeBron.
There's a lot of free drinks in there, of course.
And then I ordered too much Wingstop to my hotel room.
Yo, you ordered BOGO Wingstop, but for one person.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was BOGO.
Yeah.
And then I guess I added a Slurpee from 7-Eleven, which was
Yo, you're making some random person have to drive around. He probably thought like there was a party going on or
so
something.
the next day I wake up, I'm like, why is there Wingstop boxes by the door, on the table, and in my fridge?
Yo, I know it smelled crazy in there, man. I know it was smelling crazy in there.
So that I had to clear that out. So All-Star was fun. And then Jerome and I, you stayed behind like you mentioned, and then Jerome and I flew back on the Monday.
Right.
And as we were saying our goodbyes at the historic Phoenix Hotel,
Right.
and our Uber was pulling up to take us to the airport,
Mm-hmm.
we pull up our phones and we're like, oh, a plane just flipped upside down at Pearson Airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was the news that
that's-
we were greeted with as we went to the airport.
That's genuinely terrifying. Like, how did you guys? I feel like you guys were just like, I don't care. I'm trying to go home.
Kind of, yeah. Like, I don't know, Alex, how did you feel?
I was like so done that day. Like
I was
my
so
social energy was
exhausted,
like
yeah.
super low, and I was just super excited to just like get on that plane.
You took a nap for like 3 hours.
Yeah, so then we
at
went to the
gate,
airport,
yeah.
and I think I don't know how you were feeling, Jerome, but I was half bracing to have to like stay in San Francisco.
I was getting
For,
ready
like,
for
another
that.
Bro, I was
Yeah.
telling you, like, I had.
We're not coming all the way to Palo Alto.
I had room in my
whatever you
house.
said.
What do you mean? The airport is like you just hop on the cow train and you hop right off.
It's
Like,
actually very sweet.
It was
that,
like 30 minutes.
You could just sense the energy that once we found out there was even remotely a chance of us having to stay around.
No, Will
we're
was
like,
excited
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
you
I'm
guys
like-
can come around. Like,
I'm
let's
like,
go do whatever. Yeah.
Guys, do you guys want to go see Big Sur? Do you
Yeah.
guys want to go see the Golden Gate Bridge? Do you guys want to go to
Go to Big Sur and sing Death Cab songs.
I mean,
A Big Sur is also a Growy Graham.
Oh,
yo, Big Sur is
yo,
so funny.
Big Sur is hilarious, man. But yeah, so we made it to the airport and we're waiting because like flights were getting canceled. We're obviously making sure everyone was okay on that Delta flight. Hope you got your 30K.
Hope you got more than 30K.
Yeah.
So
At
was
least
your
30K.
landing okay?
Oh yeah,
It was
I mean,
super
if it
smooth.
flipped upside down, you would have known about it by now. What do you want?
No, we got really lucky because
Wanj.
Yeah, Wong, here's an upside down photo of me. Holy.
no, it was we got really lucky because people had their flights canceled, people got
Yeah.
delayed.
sucks,
We just
yeah.
got delayed for almost 3 hours, not even. So
Right.
honestly,
Yo.
smoother than coming back from Vegas and having to go through Vancouver.
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
Yeah, Vancouver. Yeah, Vegas was the biggest nightmare.
You guys
Yeah,
could have kicked
yeah.
it with us, man. Yo, that's what I'm saying, man.
What are people
Big
saying?
Sur is amazing. There you go.
Big Sur.
Big
Yeah.
Sur.
Well, there's no E, but yeah,
Yeah.
Big Sur. Yeah, Big Sur is
Yeah,
amazing.
here's the
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yes,
Sorry,
you are.
Ace. I didn't mean to.
Yes, you are.
Be the spell check.
No,
police
man.
over there.
Honestly, if you get a chance to like just spend a little bit more time out there. Napa's out there. Napa Valley is out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can visit Stanford. My parents are my aunt and uncle live close to Stanford in Palo Alto. It's a beautiful campus.
You have family that went to Stanford or no?
No. They wanted.
Failure. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
God,
Oh my
I
goodness.
think they were trying to put my cousin in Stanford
Yeah.
by
Wow.
like osmosis, basically.
What happened? Yeah.
She's at a pretty good school.
It's
man.
okay.
Just not at
I didn't
Stanford.
get into Waterloo, and I've been a failure since. So
Oh,
Wait, you
kind
didn't get
of,
into Waterloo? Did you want to go to Waterloo?
I mean, I applied for it because like
What'd you apply
all
for?
Asians did the accounting program.
But don't they have like a really tough one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's I mean, come on, man.
Nah, but
Yo, UT Scarborough's the same thing.
shouts to Joseph Wong. Shouts to U of T.
UT Scarborough's
on.
the same, bro. It's all
I'm
good.
gonna get a tweet from Joseph Wong.
Yo, it's just like when I was like, I'm trying to go to McMaster for health sciences, which is like the #1 program for aspiring doctors in Canada, basically.
Damn.
And they're like, you can do life sciences, and I'm like, oh, brother, that's tough.
What's life science? You're just a doctor.
yeah. I think it's just
No, life
biology,
science
no?
is just like a general catch-all program,
Right.
Like
It's
the goal is to
philosophy?
specialize into something. Yeah, kind of.
What do you guys think of the food in SF?
Did we get a chance to go check out a lot of food?
We
had
liked
the-
a banh enough to eat it 3 times.
Oh man,
Yeah, there was a super
Oh,
good
man.
banh
Right
mi
across
spot
the street,
across
yeah.
from
cash
the hotel.
only.
Mm.
They were selling oranges out of a crate. They had a drink just in a can just called Squirt.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the squirt. Yeah.
We went for a Chinatown or a Chinese meal.
Yeah.
We did, yeah. I mean, it's like as you were in San Francisco. You know what I mean? Like we didn't go to the actual Chinatown, like the main
Yeah.
one that people go for tourism.
To
Like
be
one of
honest,
the
we just
suburbs.
We
didn't-
went to
I-
Sunset, which
yeah.
is more towards the west side.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of time.
Oh, we had
Just, like, do
Burmese food.
Oh, you got
Oh,
that Burma,
yes.
Burma
Yeah.
Superstar. Yeah,
Yeah, we went to you know
Burma
what we did?
Superstar.
Yeah,
That was really good.
that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, San Fran. I feel like a little bit like Toronto too. You can find a lot of different things there.
It really, at least like when we got outside of the main city, a lot of places kind of reminded me of either Richmond Hill over here or Richmond,
Yes.
BC.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was great.
So.
Oh yeah, you ordered a bunch of dumplings.
Yeah, the dumplings
Yeah,
were good.
Oh, don't show that photo.
There's some photos we can't show in here, man. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's it for our trips.
That's what's going on life-wise. Yeah.
Yeah, they were good trips. The reason why we couldn't do a banter is because we were just constantly traveling, so there was just no time to really get to it.
A lot of that. There's a lot of trade deadline was a pretty busy period.
Yeah, Luka.
Still pretty excited to see Brandon Ingram eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, not today. Yeah.
We did a courtside event.
We did a courtside event thanks to
Yeah.
the people who showed up.
Yeah, shouts to the people who showed up to courtside. It was really fun too because I think it was the night before the trade deadline. We were shooting the post-game show live at Hong Sheng.
Right.
And we finished shooting the post-game show and then, heard from sources that a trade might be coming in for Brandon Ingram. And yeah, we were able to you went live again like 10 minutes after that.
Oh yeah,
it was just cool like doing I think when you have those like tent pole events during the season or during the off season, like trade deadline, draft, and things like that. I feel like we do a really good job of just like providing coverage and stuff. So just giving ourselves props.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I hope so.
No, I'm proud of you. Proud of us for that.
No, I was really happy with just sort of how the whole thing turned out. Also, the last thing about All-Star was I kept mentioning this on our recaps at that time, where I was just like, it weirdly enough felt like a strangely dehumanizing experience, especially being the media portion of it.
Yeah.
And I actually went back and looked at the interviews that we did, and there's one video that we did in the scrum with Pascal Siakam, which I think really highlights just how absurd this is. So especially if you're listening, like make sure you have your, if you're not listening, why are you just watching us just talk? But just look at, just this is what it was like the whole time. Just watch this clip.
It's hard for me to pick one person. It's kind of scary. Hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah, like Pascal himself says, this is kind of scary. Like it's legit just like 100 people like wrestling each other, try to get to the front to ask one question to a player, and they were not like anything even related sometimes to the player. Like it started for me, I'm just like, dude, what are we doing here, man? Like I don't know. For me, it was just like, I guess I saw how the sausage was made, and I was like, I don't even want to eat hot dogs anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
this guy said no.
No, I don't. I realized I don't got that dog in me no more, man. Like that was crazy. Like it was like seeing zombies basically try to attack somebody who was who was okay. It felt too weird of a situation.
Yeah, I think coming from an experience of just like regular media coverage.
Yeah, because it's like
it is very jarring.
You get to have an actual conversation, and I think the one thing is just like if you get the permission from if you get what the media pass, like you actually get the permission to try to interact and try to tell a story about something that went on that day or something around a player or something like that. Like that's not a storytelling element. That's just like people trying to go viral with like some sort of stupid little video, and they're fighting 18 other people who are trying to do the same thing. So anyway, that's what I kept trying to reference. So that's All-Star. All-Star was chill, and then I think the last thing was really just like the media game. And we've talked about it so many times now. You've seen all your favorite Raptors reporters post videos of themselves hooping at Scotiabank Arena. I mean, at this point, there's not that much else. I mean, there's some cool photos if you guys want to see. There you go.
Yeah. So can you guys send me those photo links, please?
Okay.
It just wasn't included on there.
Shout out Nelson Campana, Nelcam, for taking these photos.
For taking these photos.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up.
By the way, what are you doing with your jersey there, man?
I don't know what I'm ever doing. Yeah.
It's like because Steve Nash when he Kobe, he used his jersey to.
Yeah, I look way more tan in these photos.
I don't know, man. You look like Jackson Wang.
Oh my goodness,
is that good or bad? Tell me right now.
It's good. It's
Yo,
good.
I can't pull up the email with the original teams because I wanted to go look at the teams.
Okay, let me go find those for you.
Because I think one of the things that we get asked a lot is like who in the media can actually hoop. So
the answer is very few.
Yeah, this is a
very few people can really hoop, man.
I mean, this is a positive, pod, so we're not gonna put anyone down. But in terms of just tiering, we want to point out like the top tier media hoopers.
Okay, let's go. Top 5 Toronto media hoopers.
Top 5 Toronto media hoopers.
Okay.
So I guess we can start with Akil Augustine.
Akil could really hoop.
Yeah.
Akil, much.
You and Akil got into it a little bit.
What?
Like over like a pick he set or you set, right?
No, it was a.
You got a little too physical.
The final game. So we played a tournament format. My team, which was me, Samson Volk, Gavin Berry, who won MVP, Josh Lewinberg, Patrick was on that team.
Yeah,
Jay
Patty
Rosales
B.
was on that team.
Yeah.
You know, Amit was on that team. So like that
Yeah.
that was my team. Like we
You guys want to see the actual full rosters?
let's show the-
screenshot?
let's
we
show
can
the
do that?
rosters for
Okay.
context. Here we go.
All
Hold
right, here
on.
we go.
Yeah.
All right, team one.
So team one of me, Chelsea, Jerome, Louis Zatzman, Savannah, Saxon Lane,
Who takes
and-
who does like social for
Yeah,
rappers,
Chelsea
takes
Saxon.
all the photos. Yeah.
and Sean Woodley. We finished dead last. At,
0-4, baby.
0-4.
0-4.
And just want to issue
I think we're a better
personal-
team than 0-4.
Yeah, personal apology to Savannah Hamilton.
Yes.
for,
Yes, agreed.
Yo, all you guys let Savannah down, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
because Sav is like top tier hooper in this group.
Sam
and-
hooped at a high level.
Yeah.
She played in, CIS basketball.
Yeah. So
Back when it
top
was
top
CIS.
hoopers, we got Akil, we got Savannah, Randy Urban.
Randy can hoop.
Randy can
Randy's
hoop.
team was basically if you put that roster up again,
Yeah.
basically no one else on that team took shots. It was like because his team is Adam Lascaris, Cole, S, Mike, Blake, Joe Wolfon. Randy took, I would say, like Russell Westbrook when he won the MVP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he,
that's
he
a
was
really
on
good
that
comp.
level of use.
But he had to carry.
No, because no one else on that team could do much.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Well, actually, that's not true. S actually had a couple of great crossovers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
he had a really
that's
good step back three as well. I remember that.
He did.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
step
yeah.
back three. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I would say the top hoopers are Akil, Dwayne, Dwayne Watson,
yeah,
Dwayne-
Randy, Savannah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Gavin.
Gavin.
Gavin's like
Gavin for
MVP.
sure.
Gavin's
was the
a
best
hooper.
player.
Also, Gavin, like former
Yeah.
TMU player, played under Roy Rana.
Oh,
yeah, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
No wonder I've been back-to-back champs, man. I just keep playing with Gavin.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
So those are the hoopers. Shout out to Joseph Cacharo too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
me and Cash at one point. So I for some reason I drove, which I should never drive. Like, let's be honest.
We have video of you hitting layups.
It's really exciting every time you drive, man.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll get the kick out to me, and like if I pump fake, people are gonna jump because they know I'm gonna shoot. So when I
gotta
lift
use
them,
it.
I'm like, I gotta use it, and I'm not gonna do like the NBA thing where I'm like sidestep and then pull up from three from like a little bit off to the side. But then when I put it on the floor, I have zero handle. I can only dribble with my right hand. I look like that clip from The Office. Of like,
What, the Stanley
I look like Stanley basically dribbling the basketball like this.
secret weapon? You're way better than that. Just to be clear.
And then I get into the middle of the floor, and of course they dig at me because like they're not just gonna let me go straight to the basket. And so Cash like jarred the ball loose. Then I wrestle with Cash, and we're fighting on the ground for the loose ball. There's an actual referee there, so they call a jump ball. And then Cash, and I'm like 6'2". Cash is like, in spirit, man, Cash like a 7-footer, but in height,
Yo, height don't measure heart, man. Height don't measure
Cash
heart.
like a Marcus Stroman.
Yeah.
He like a 5. He like 5. I'm gonna give him 5'7". I'm gonna give Cash 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 5'8". 5'8". It's depending on
That's
the
my
shoe.
short king, man. You better be careful.
Yeah, that's 5'8". That's a 5'8" king right there.
Yeah.
Cash is
And-
5'8".
He's 5'8", man. He's 5'8", man.
Come on, guys.
He's 5'8", man.
Yeah.
And then we jumped it off, and he beat me for the.
Beat you for the jump ball.
That was crazy.
Fist
I was
pump.
crying, man.
Cash
Yo.
is a Gerald Henderson winner of the media game.
He turned into Growy Graham the way he got up
only
there.
only additive plays. He was the Dorian Finney-Smith
Oh yeah.
of the media game. So
Yeah.
gotta
How
give
did
him
you guys
that.
feel about? I know we've talked about it so many times.
What's
and since I think this is the first time the three of us on the pod have talked about it. How did you feel about your performances?
Oh, A+, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that was-
as good as I could possibly play.
Yeah.
That was terrible, man. I need to get back in shape. I need to learn how to play without glasses when I can't see the basket.
Oh yeah, you were trying to
Oh,
you were trying
gosh.
to hoop with the toque on.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
trying to hoop with the toque, and then
Dwayne had an over/under when the tube would come off, and
then
it came off right after.
one
Dude, it just
one
popped off
pos-
your head. I don't even
one
understand how this
possession
thing-
in, I was frantically driving to the basket.
just jumped
And
off
it
your
fell
head.
off, and then one of the refs who I have a previous history with asked me to remove the toque, and then someone from the stands shouted, "What if it's for religious reasons?"
That was one of the scorekeepers.
That's
was crazy.
amazing.
That was
Yeah.
nuts.
They're
That's-
like, wait, he could be
that's-
way Muslim. Man.
That's
No way.
that's amazing. Yeah, so the toque was removed. But yeah, no, I had a Tony Snell game. Yeah, at one point.
Wow, you didn't even play 28 minutes.
At one point, I drove. At one point, I drove to the basket and thought I got fouled and got really scared because I had to shoot a free throw.
And it was just what, a turnover?
Yeah, it was a
You were
turnover.
really-
I was so
yeah,
happy
you were
because
so
I was
relieved.
gonna shoot it underhand.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
shoot an
yeah, for
underhand
sure.
free throw. But
Yeah.
no, both of you guys hit huge shots
Mm.
Yeah.
at certain points in the game. And yeah, it was really fun to be a part of it, and I think doing the round robin format was really cool because it just got everybody
Right.
like ample amount of like playing time and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And honestly, I got a lot of playing time, like especially towards the end because we played a tournament format, and then we got the bye, and then so we were playing in the
We
finals.
basically
so-
did the All-Star format correctly.
Yeah, we did do the All-Star
Yeah.
game format correctly.
Yeah.
And then I played the entire final game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't see you sub out.
No, like they just like coach with them, and we had the Raptors assistant coaches like come over.
That's
yeah,
right.
they came
like-
later in the day.
So like
yeah.
we had James Wade,
Yeah.
who I learned in this coaching experience that he also speaks French.
Oh,
So he's fluent in French. Actually, he coached in France for several
yeah.
years. So
Luge.
we had Coach Wade, and then you guys had Coach Mike Batiste.
Yeah, who picked up a technical,
yeah,
even though he
Clutch took the
technically
technical.
wasn't our coach.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Within
again,
like the first couple of minutes.
I have
yeah.
a previous history with that ref. So
No,
we
the
don't
re-
need to
that,
get
that was
Okay.
insane. The ref called 3 technicals
Yeah, the
on the day.
ref was going a little crazy.
In
Their
a game
names
of-
are.
In a game of ones and twos, a technical free throw really buries your
Oh
team.
yeah, a tech should not be worth
Yeah.
1. It should be worth half.
And they were being called at like critical times of the game.
Yeah.
Right.
When like tiebreakers were on the line. Yeah.
Yeah.
One time
Media,
there was a
media
game-
people in a banter pod complaining about reffing in a media game.
But then, so we had an NBA coach. Is my point, right? We had an NBA
Yes.
coach, and then
Yeah.
at the start of the final, he was like, "All right, I'm actually going to coach you guys.
Yeah.
Here's where I want all you guys." And then he's like, "This is the play we're going to run." Right, because clearly our 2 best players on our team were Gavin, Barry, and then Samson Folk. So they're like, we're going to put you guys in a 2-man action, and what we're going to do is we're going to run a play that the Raptors run a lot, called 52, where you know what, you will have the ball handler who's the one getting a screen from a 5 and a 2-man. So like it'll be 2 screens at the top of the floor, and then for someone to handle the ball and try to get downhill or just make a read from there. He looked at me. He's like, "All right, Will, you're gonna roll hard to the basket. You're gonna try to pull your man, and you know what I mean. And then Samson, you're gonna pop out." And I'm like, I had to tell the coach, I'm like, "Coach, listen, man. I know you see a big person in front of you, but I'm not rolling anywhere. I'm popping out for that 3. Let me switch it up. I want to be the 2 and 52." And then we were running it in actual action, and like whatever. I guess like talking about something and watching it is very different than actually doing it. But like we tried for the first 3 possessions to run this play, and each time coach was like, set the screen at this time at this specific location.
I did hear him screaming like
we
during
just
those possessions.
it took us like 4 tries to set a pretty basic double screen basically.
Yeah.
Kind of similarly, which is why we do really need to apologize to Sav, is Sav drew up a play for us
Oh yeah.
that
she
we
did?
never ran once.
Oh, I clearly was not listening in that. At all.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are getting on Sav's nerves, man.
Listen, man. It's a media game.
Sav was like Kevin Durant in Phoenix right now, man. She was crashing out. She's like, I'm the best player here, and they're wasting my talents.
That is kind of true.
Oh, man.
But yeah. Anyway, so we won. Big.
No,
Yeah,
congrats.
Look at that Selly. at
Congrats on the W.
Yeah, I screwed up the ice in my veins. I was trying to do rice in my veins,
Will.
but it kind of just looked like I'm rubbing my arm again. So it's supposed to be like, I guess, a needle or something.
No, but look at how happy you are.
Yeah, I mean, I hit a 3. Man.
Did Alex get calf implant?
Yo, you have big calf, man.
I mean, the whole team. Yeah, I guess JR is out here saying calf gang.
No, but damn, bro.
They call me Darius Garland, man.
Shout
Any-
out Nelson for making it seem like I hadn't hang
Yeah.
time here. I don't think I'm that far
No,
off
you're
the ground.
a little up.
No.
But who were you shooting over that you had to fade over them, man? Because like,
I was
that's a
coming
really
down the middle
cool-ass
against
shot.
Dwayne and maybe Akil.
oh, Dwayne. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Dwayne's like 6 feet. Dwayne's like
Yeah,
6'2" ish.
Please forward me this photo folder.
But damn, bro,
somebody.
those are big calves, man. Do you do a special
Yeah.
exercise for your calf? Like,
No, I've just been homesick the last 5 days.
you be doing like calf raises or something?
I think I just bike a lot.
You bike them.
Ah.
That's you tell me that's from the city bikes.
Bike and walk a lot. Does walking strengthen the calf?
Walking's
Yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. All right, that was the media game.
Do you want to talk about Courts and
Yeah, I
Courts?
just
a
want to
little
give a quick shout out to UFT for hosting us. We had a Courts and Chords event where
bit? Yo, Jerome is a bucket. That's
we
nice.
did quick pop-up, hello and welcome pop-up there, and shouts to all the people who came out and
We had some
supported.
photographers on the day, which was
Yeah.
really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then we had an open
Adorable.
run at the famous Heart House Gym.
Mhm.
So shouts to Dave Kim and the rest of the UFT team, Zoe, Marco, and the rest of the team for organizing that. And I know, we should talk more about just I know you have some interest, Will, in just seeing we can organize a run in the city or something.
A lot of
right?
people have been asking about
Yeah.
runs ever since they've seen the photos post up.
That was actually really fun because I know a lot of people were fans of the show who came out to the run. And
Did anyone go at you? I got a little chirping on my end toward me.
Go at me? I mean, I don't know, man. When you hit 2 game winners,
Well,
I was hot that whole week, man.
Yeah,
I
you
was,
had a good
I was
week.
hot that whole week.
Well,
I
the
was
fir-
on your team, Will.
Yeah.
That was fun.
There was one
first-
game where I just hit three threes in this up in the game up to 5s.
Yeah.
The first team I was on, I heard one teammate say to the other, pointed at me, was like, "Yo, this guy's the sport media MVP." And then they realized after feeding me the ball twice that shit was a myth.
They're like, look at his calves, man.
No, they're like, "Yo, you know he won the sport media MVP."
That's incredible.
Like I dunked over 3 guys or something.
Yo, that's amazing.
But you were like, just to be clear, even though Alex is being very down on himself, he was legit the MVP of
Yeah.
that game for us.
And he was less pale.
That's when that's when I was in my 30s, you know.
Oh my
I
god.
was still in my late 30s.
No, you're gonna have a career like Braun, man. Don't worry.
I don't know if I'm having a career like bro.
We just got to get Alex back out on the court.
I'm just trying to hang out like Udonis Haslam. But yeah, yes, run in the city, like organizing
that's the
runs
thing.
in the
Let
city.
us know if actually you guys would actually come want to play in a consistent run. I feel like it's just something for us to give back to the basketball community. I feel really privileged to be able to get so much from the basketball community here in Toronto, here in Canada, and genuinely, me and Jerome, Alex sometimes too. We just love to hoop. So if we can get something actually going, I actually would
Yeah,
love to do
the
that
week
in
of the media
summertime.
game, because Courts and Chords was a few days before it. I think I hooped 4 days that week.
Damn, bro.
Because if
So
we're any other
jealous.
Sunday,
I do all these stupid React pods, man.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten my Tuesday run in a month.
yeah, some BTS. Most of the reasons that you don't find me on a React pod is because I'm going to a regular
Yeah,
run
it's
that
either
Will can go
our
to.
Tuesday
Yeah.
run at Lakeshore
or a Thursday one at.
at Hard House.
Yeah.
Now we got a Sunday run that me and Jerome just went to.
That was really
hit
fun.
another game winner in that one for one of my 3 baskets.
Who's counting pickup game winners like
Yo, no, it's yo.
I remember
Man,
the
you
first
want-
time you brought me to the Tuesday run.
counting pickup game?
Yo, game winners are fire, man. Especially this one because they were like, "Yo, pass it," and I'm like, "Nah."
Money. I do
yeah.
remember the first time that Will brought me out to the Tuesday run. At the end of the run, he's like, "Yo, what were your stats?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yo, pickup game stats is crazy.
And then Will's like,
respected
"I
them.
counted about 20 points for you." I was just like,
Yeah,
"Okay,
yeah.
if you say so."
No, I just want to post a graphic. Sometimes I like to post a little photo.
Yeah,
Be
you
like-
used to do that.
Little 8 threes. Yeah, if I don't post a photo, that means I had
Nothing happened.
less than 4 threes.
Yeah.
Oh
But no, Courts and Courts was really fun, and I think the response from the fans there were really good. I think they were really excited to hoop with us, but also just have a space to do it. A lot of them were asking for the banter pod, so here you go right now. And yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, we got a review from somebody who was there. The one at Hard House was cool, but if we had one in summer,
Oh, so Pietro,
outdoor,
who
that'd be
called me a
fire.
bucket, was actually hooping with us at the thing. That's great.
Oh, shouts to
Okay.
Pietro, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shouts to all the photogs there too. Who took photos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge
I
thank
think
you to all the
Sandro is
photographers.
one of my students in the course that I taught.
Yeah,
Was there shooting
Lorenzo
photos and
too.
stuff.
Yeah.
Who took a couple of the other ones there.
One of the other guys that we hooped with, Alex, was like, "You guys should have more hoop events." I think this is the Alex that we hooped with, right?
Could be.
But thanks for the 279 though.
Yeah.
279 is a very specific number that I've seen
Yeah.
people hit. Is that like a option on YouTube? You just hit 279.
No,
Is that
you have to
$2
be
US and
specific.
then that's converted?
No, $2 US converted.
Why
is
don't
like a
you
lot more.
pay? Why don't you pay the chat right now and find out?
Oh my
I had to
gosh.
link my credit card and everything.
Come on, man.
I'm too cheap for this.
You guys are good legit. That's very nice.
I appreciate it, man. You're the fan of the month. Yeah.
There you go.
Listener of the month. We don't call our listeners fans.
Right, you're not a fan. You're a friend.
You're not a fan. You're a friend.
Yeah, it was.
Jerome was hitting
There's
3
a
after
threes
3.
after
Oh,
three.
exactly.
I had a pretty good shooting day that day.
That's what I'm saying.
I felt good about
Both
that.
of us felt pretty good about it, you know?
I wanted to quit at one point, and then you leaned in and said you suddenly became too important at your job, and I couldn't stop playing.
You became too important at your job, man. This is your whole hello and
Yeah.
welcome experience.
Man,
Yeah.
is that 2 hours already, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
You
At
want to
this-
do some questions, guys?
At this point, we got to take the questions because we have always taken questions.
Alex, are you pulling them
on
up or am
the
I
Banter
reading
Pod. These are ones that we have been sent on largely on Instagram and on Twitter. But if you guys have some in the live chat here as well,
we have
can
a
sort
couple
of-
marked off from the chat as
We'll
well.
we'll come through those too. So
Yeah, we'll get to the chat ones
Pretty chill
after
space.
we get through some of these ones. So appreciate everybody for sending your questions in. We try to get to most of them. As always, feel free email me info@stevenlebron.com if you ever have any longer questions. First one, what has been the best Raptors moment this season so far for all of you?
I feel like
I
maybe
was going to say the Orlando Magic game.
no,
last
but the
night.
recency bias aside, like that was objectively hilarious.
That was a good
man.
moment.
I think it's the combination of seeing Jacoby hit his first ever career game winner. He talked about it afterwards. He was so excited. He's like, I don't think I've ever hit a game winner. This is my first game winner. I'm like, man, welcome to the club, Jacob.
Oh, my God. man.
Goodness.
No. But I think with there's that, and then the other aspect of just like how blatant the tanking was, because like it was to the point where it was like it crossed the line from, you know, at the start of the season we were talking about ethical tanking versus unethical tanking. Like this was like shameless, man.
Right.
How could you get in a game and you're like, all right, I'm gonna bench all my key players in the fourth quarter. RJ, you're the only one I'm leading out there. I'm gonna take you off the floor for a guy we just signed to a 10-day.
Okay, we just had the banter pod like less than 24 hours ago. We don't need to go over this again.
I'm just saying, like it added to the absurdity.
Exactly my thoughts.
The
Jerome.
absurdity of the shot. I think for me, that was my favorite Raptor moment. Besides that, I mean,
Okay, Alex, what was your favorite Raptor?
Who asked you for two? Who asked you for two, man? What about you, Jerome? Anything stick out? to you?
I mean, like tangentially, to me, it counts as a Rapture moment specifically to the show, and because it referred to me having to edit something that I wasn't editing for months. It's the Norm Powell interview.
oh yeah,
Oh, right. Everybody, if you haven't checked out the Norm Powell interview on the Hello and Welcome YouTube channel, go check it out.
Yeah.
If you have, go check it out again. Does that double the view?
It doesn't matter, man. It's just,
Okay.
it's honestly, it's just.
Oh,
did
it
you
doesn't
enjoy
matter.
it?
This guy was pulling up views versus Old Man in the Three.
Yo,
man.
by the way, Young Man in the Three is catching up, man.
Oh, okay. They're catching up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but
Norm
no.
interview was a big part of the season, man.
It was huge for us. It was really
Yeah.
fun. I think it's our top viewed video on YouTube
For sure, yeah.
which is great.
Shouts to Justine Jones again for
Yes,
Right.
helping
definitely.
organize that. We were waiting in that hallway outside the Clippers locker room at Intuit Dome. And I swear we saw the entire Clippers team walk by.
Oh,
while
you got
we were
so
waiting.
excited because you were like, yo.
Oh yeah.
You're like, yo, that's Tomb.
Yo, Tomb. And I had my
Tomb.
Tomb jersey in my tote
Tomb
bag.
like a burger
Imagine if
falling
my-
out of your
Imagine if
pocket.
my Tomb jersey just fell out.
Yeah, because the original plan for the Tomb jersey was we're gonna have you hold it out in the supporter section, like
in the wall. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, that's Nicholas Batum, by the way, for people who don't just know Tomb.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What's your favorite
Tomb
Raptor
Raider.
moment?
My favorite Raptor moment is all the times that Matt Devlin has used the RJ kidding
That's
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was my
Call.
other one.
Because I think anytime we're able to become part of just like the Raptors like ongoing lore, it feels influential and cool, and it feels like it's a cool nod from Devlin, who's always been so supportive of everything that we do.
Devlin like pulls up to us like on
Dude,
the road
Matt loves
too,
us,
especially.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, he was always really excited to see us.
Yeah.
He's always like, you guys only got me on the pod once. Like,
Yeah.
what? I'm not gonna come on that show again. And I'm like, man, just
Yeah.
What
You got a
Devlin
job to
impression
do,
was
man.
that?
Yeah, what was that?
we need this.
So those are
RJ,
favorite.
kidding me?
No, the
Favorite
RG kidding me
moments.
was incredible. Shout out Enes Esmer again.
Yes, of course. It's all Ennis's idea as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always Ennis. Ennis, this
Right.
is always about you.
Yeah. If I had to throw one more in there, Vince Carter's jersey retirement ceremony.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks, Will.
Hey, thanks, man.
Thanks,
Really
buddy. Thanks for
That
that one.
being the Celtics.
Save that for the 6-pack. All right, this one we're going negative here.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Biggest waste of talent since you started covering the Raptors. Could be a Raptors player or just anyone in the NBA.
I don't
So I
have
guess,
a... Okay, go ahead, Alex.
No, I guess just to clarify, it like doesn't have to be a Raptors player. It's just
Sure.
in general, maybe like a player who became a bust. Not, I wouldn't phrase it as waste of talent. It's just more maybe a player that you had high hopes on
Yeah.
who didn't pan out. I would go with Anthony Randolph.
Oh, not
Okay.
Yeah, on the
I know
Warriors.
your real answer.
Yeah, what's my real answer?
Vincent Lamar Carter.
Oh, come on, man. We're not.
That was gonna be my answer, but then it was like since we started covering
Y'all
the
some
team.
Vince haters, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a Vince.
Again,
hater.
This guy made the Hall of Fame. You're like, could have done more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did
I
he
was
get his
gonna-
jersey retired twice in a single year? Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's him and Kobe.
Damn.
I was gonna go with Andre Bargnani as a Raptor fan.
Sure.
I just think that like number 1 overall pick, he does really have like so many skills for a 7-footer. You know,
Oh, if you watch
Mago.
highlights, he looks hella smooth.
Yeah, he looks smooth.
Yeah.
He could put it on the deck. He could shoot it from 3. He had a little bit of creativity to his game too. Obviously, he had all the size. I think that like again, he was a number 1 pick. The Raptors only ever had one number 1 pick in our franchise history,
Right.
and it ended up being Bargs. And to the point where it's like people celebrated because Masai was able to move off of Bargs for a future first-round pick.
Do you know it could have been Kevin Durant, but they changed that like one and done rule or something? Like KD could have been in that draft,
Oh,
Right,
wow.
right.
and
They-
we
they
would have
put that back
drafted
in,
him.
so they had to play 1 year in
So it
Texas.
like messed it up.
That makes me feel even worse. I mean,
Yeah, that's a crash out
it-
tidbit, man.
God damn it, man.
Yeah,
Kevin
but,
Durant as
if
a
that was the
Raptor?
case,
Oh
well,
my God.
wasn't there then maybe a chance that we might have gone for Greg Oden?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's even darker.
That's
Yeah.
even darker.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
honestly, at the time, I didn't even feel that bad just because the Raps were good that year. His rookie year, the Raps won 47 games. That was like the franchise high moment at that point. But I don't know. As time went on, it's also spawned so many debates around Bargnani. Like, is he good? Is he bad? And it's just like, he just wasn't it. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't neither like a terrible player.
He's
nor
definitely
was he
an
a great
NBA player.
He's an NBA player. He had
Yeah.
a long career.
Yeah.
Seems like a nice guy too, but like just was not number 1
Well,
overall
it just
pick
sucks.
worthy.
It just sucks when you land the number 1 pick in a year like that, right? Like
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
there was
yeah.
other good players, but there was no like like game like generational changing player.
Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
was
Meanwhile,
not
the
on there.
Spurs
Yeah.
just get to have like Tim Duncan and then Wemby.
Right.
Outside of my Vince Carter pick, you guys are talking about it. I don't know if this counts as one. I guess I just like was such a big fan of his game, and we were recently watching some highlights. DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean injuries. Yeah, injuries hurt him a lot too.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of forgot until recently.
like I don't know, if waste of talent makes sense, but
Yeah.
just like
His career could have
feels
gone.
so talented.
He was so
Yeah.
talented. He actually was incredibly talented.
and it was wasted in Sacramento for so long.
Right. Yeah.
And then he gets to that AD team in New Orleans, and then
Right.
gets
Yo,
hurt.
Him, AD,
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday,
Yeah, yeah,
Rajon Rondo.
Yeah.
But they kept having guys like Dante Cunningham come off the bench,
Oh
or
yeah,
like
Crescent City, stand up.
Etwan Moore. Like that team was
Yeah.
actually all right, man.
Is Zion
Yeah.
Williamson a current waste of talent pick?
He's yeah. The
Something's-
jury's still out. Yeah,
The jury's still out. Okay.
Jury, but
I don't
he's
know,
he's
Will
on
you
the
get
way.
a closer look
He's
when
great.
we sign him
He's
to
great.
the Raptors?
He could be on the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't even say Anthony Randolph. This guy said Vince Carter.
Okay, you can say Anthony Randolph.
I wasn't even. Another guy I was
Yeah, tell
thinking
us
of.
about Anthony Randolph.
Another guy I was thinking about too was like Tyreek Evans, because didn't he have like a really
yeah, yeah.
crazy
He was
rookie
rookie of the year.
Yeah, well, he
And
crashed.
then what happened?
He crashed out, and then he got found with drugs, and then like he's been out of the league ever since.
Oh, is that what happened?
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe am I confusing him with OJ Mayo?
You might be.
Maybe.
Who might have done the same
Yeah.
thing? Anyway,
Right.
I don't know.
Or what happened to Larry Sanders? Yeah.
Larry Sanders, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Remember, he like got ejected. and He gave a thumbs up to each of the 3 referees.
Oh yeah, that's so nice. That's
Well,
so
it was like a
kind.
sarcastic version.
Yeah,
Sure,
but that's
sure.
still so kind.
Who else, man?
Yeah.
You know, man.
I think that's good.
That's a pretty good one. Anyway, next question.
Next question.
Favorite Simpsons episode?
Oh,
So my parents,
you're
my
not-
parents never let me watch The Simpsons,
Right.
And I didn't even feel that compelled to watch The Simpsons.
Oh,
so
come on, man! You're disrespecting a generational show, man.
okay.
it's also an age thing. Like I
Oh
definitely.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
You are younger.
Yeah.
I mean,
What did you watch?
Friends, man.
Oh, yeah.
Friends was the other option.
Not
So
mid.
no one told
Yeah,
you
so-
life was gonna be this
This
way.
guy grew up mid. This guy grew up watching mid.
Yo, I went
Oh, man.
crazy, man. You talking about We Notorious, man? Come on, man. I went crazy with that.
Yo, this guy wanted to hang out at Central Perk.
Yeah, I actually did, man. My first ever trip, I was like, I want to go to New York City just so I could see where Friends was set.
No.
No, I was such a huge fob, but I definitely love Friends, man.
No,
Okay.
Simpsons,
Simpsons episode,
Simpsons
go
was pretty staple to my
Yeah.
life growing up. Just like
Yeah,
coming home
definitely
after
during-
school and watching the
Yeah,
episodes.
through like
and
elementary
stuff.
school and high school for sure.
Yeah.
And then definitely like fell off from there.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I love the Shelbyville episode.
Oh,
when
that's
they-
funny.
When they find like the doppelgangers of their own
Yeah.
characters.
Oh, is
I would
that there's like an
sometimes
infamous
do-
gif of like Bart who looks out the window and sees another fake Bart.
Yeah, no,
Is that the is that
I
the
think
episode?
that's from the
That's
one.
a really
Okay.
good one.
Yeah,
I do
um,
remember there's that scene where they're driving away and they're shaking their hand, and I think the Shelbyville Homer's like, "Shake harder, boy."
I like that one. I like what's the other one? The monorail one.
That's
when
a really
they build
good
a
one.
monorail.
Written by Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, written by Conan.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of classic. Like I think anything from like season 3 to like 9.
I like the
It's
X Files one. That one's
X
really
Files.
good.
Yep.
I'm really particular to anything that involves Millhouse. So
Yeah.
even if it's not like the full episode, I think there's like the one where Lisa falls in love with Nelson.
Oh yes.
And then like there's this. I just really love this scene where Lisa asks Millhouse, who has a crush on Lisa, to give a note to Nelson.
right.
And then like Millhouse says something around the lines of like, "Oh, have you never thought of me?" And then Lisa goes, "Oh, you're kind of like a sister to me." And Millhouse is just like, "Why does everyone keep saying that?"
Yeah, any like Principal Skinner episodes.
sure,
are
yeah,
good.
yeah.
There was one where I think like Homer eats like a 3-eyed like poisoned fish or something.
Oh, that's a throwback.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
he
an early
thinks he's
one.
gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of classics. I mean, grew up on The Simpsons and stuff.
Sure.
I wonder if younger gen is like
I used to speak
rediscovering
in a
that.
lot of Simpsons references. I remember that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what about when Monica said "I love you" to Chandler in the Thanksgiving episode? When she had
With the
tur-
turkey on her head?
that's what I'm saying. Iconic
Yeah.
episode.
Not
I
at
like when she
Central
proposes
Park.
to Chandler. That's a really good one.
Well, spoiler alert.
Yeah, yeah.
What about when Ross
It's
and
not
Rachel
Chandler
kiss in the
Parsons, it's
planetarium,
Chandler
man?
Bing.
Yo, also that's when I discovered U2 as well.
Okay.
Oh damn! I
Yeah.
discovered a lot of my white music watching the OC.
Oh yeah.
That was a little later.
No,
for me.
because the thing is, like, I think for people who grew up here, like, you have like a passive amount of like cultural influence just from like what your parents are watching or what your friends were watching. Like coming here as an immigrant, I'm like, I don't know anything. Like I remember,
yeah.
like,
You're like,
Right.
where's CCTV?
I'm like, where's CCTV 5? I'm trying to watch ping pong, man. Like, because that's a sports channel there, and it's just
Yeah.
like I didn't know anything. So like when I watched Friends, I was like, oh, this is how life's gonna be. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember
You just
just
remind me of the amount of ping pong we watched during the summer, just
Yeah.
texting each other in the group chat.
Yeah.
Yo, man, come on, man. Malone, come on, man. That might have been his last Olympics. We never know.
Oh,
man.
this was like a really good talent waster. Sorry.
Ben
I just
Simmons
saw
high
this.
on the list. Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
young
hell.
socialite.
Yeah.
Young socialite Ben.
But
Simmons.
there's an episode where Ross kisses Rachel in the planetarium, and they play U2. What's
Is
the
it with
song?
or
with or
Without
without
You?
you?
Yeah, with or without you. Oh, I was like, yo, this song
Yeah,
bangs.
YouTube song we know.
Then I like went to
yeah, you
then,
could
like,
do
I
a
found the
YouTube test on
album.
me too.
Yo, Under the Joshua Tree elite album, like genuinely no skips.
It's a beautiful day.
I like that this is a Simpsons question
I
and
don't
we
think that's on
talked
the
about
album.
Friends the entire time.
Under the Joshua tree.
Yo, what about when Ross got a 10 and he got an 8?
Ross kisses Rachel in the planetarium.
Yo, Joey just getting CTE as the episodes went on was crazy.
Friends
Man.
is-
Right.
Friends is
Speaking of
weird.
someone who loves a sandwich.
Anyways.
All right.
Damn, that killed the mood. My bad.
Next up.
Next question.
Friends ruined the friendship.
Next up, thoughts on Severance. Oh yeah, you guys watching Severance, man? It's my favorite show on TV right now.
I
man.
need to watch a second season.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Severance
Yeah.
is the move right now. So
Yeah.
everybody watch Severance.
I tried watching the first episode and I got a little like I don't know, I was distracted. So
yeah, you gotta lock back in.
I gotta
man.
lock in.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta lock back in.
So I've heard he's got an Asian wife.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's like the 11th thing. it's like the
it's like an eventual
11th
spoiler.
factoid
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
show. But
Yeah, Ben
yeah,
White has an Asian
bit of a
wife.
spoiler. But
Wow,
yeah,
white guy with the Asian white.
yeah,
Alright.
yeah. No, it's the show's about more than that.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Also, whoever Twitter gotta stop recommending me mid shows, man. Twitter
What
was hyping up
are the other ones?
Twitter was hyping up Paradise, and I watched it, and it was so mid.
I know some people are really big on Paradise. I've never
Mid.
seen it though. Okay.
Is that the show where the guy is like screaming? Because what's that reality TV show that went super viral for like a week? You know, with the guy in
because
Mexico.
the guy kept catching his girl cheating.
Bro, but like
Is that Love Is Blind? I don't watch
the
those shows.
premise of the show was just like, yo, but look what they got your girl doing, and I'm like, yo, come on, man.
Oh no,
Why
no,
are they just torturing
that's
this
the
guy
Love
over and
Island
over
thing.
again?
Yes, that
Yo,
was incredible. Yeah.
Those scenes are so funny.
The
Did
guy
you,
crashing
did you
out
see
is amazing,
the edit of
but-
it where they replace all the captions
Luca?
with Luca? It's so good.
And it's just
Alright.
Nico Harrison watching
Yo,
Luca
that's
highlights.
so good. Someone said White Lotus. I do want
to see the new
season one. White Lotus is okay, but I think that's enough for me. One
Okay.
season was enough. For
I
me.
like
I like
both
White
seasons.
Lotus.
Righteous
Yeah.
Gemstones is coming back. I'm
Righteous
excited.
Oh, really?
Gemstones.
Yeah,
Wow.
final season.
Damn, bro.
Okay.
Yo, man, when's Industry season 4 coming out, man?
Yo, did you hear Rob? Yeah, so Rob's not coming back.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
no, not my number
Yeah.
one pick.
your number one pick's gone, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's gonna be such a different show next season.
Yeah,
Okay.
Did they say it's gonna be the final season?
I think it's gonna be the final season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hope they
If
get
you
back
have main
soon.
characters leaving, I think that's it.
Yeah. Damn.
Um,
Great show though. Shouts to
yeah.
Industry.
Okay, bunch of wrestling questions here.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
yeah.
So yeah, talk about John Cena's heel turn. What are your thoughts on seeing John Cena go heel at Elimination Chamber? Yeah, so like when it happened in real time, like, you know, it was a big deal, but I didn't realize until after how big of a deal it was.
Sure.
Because like come Monday, it was like on ESPN First Take. I feel like it just like kind of just like penetrated beyond just like the wrestling.
Well, I
culture
mean,
of
like,
it.
Okay, so it is a big cultural moment. I think we also have to kind of acknowledge some of the business behind it. Like Pat McAfee is on ESPN. I think there's like a little bit of a like
Oh yeah, like a
partnership
crossover.
effort
too.
to like
Yeah,
cross
alright.
promote and
I
everything
don't
like
mind
that. But no, I think it was a huge. I think the biggest indication how big it was is the fact that like Will started just texting us during the thing.
Yo, because I don't even watch wrestling no more, man. Like I told you, like my favorite wrestler is Rey Mysterio because I haven't seen wrestling in 20
Yo, he's still
years.
around, man. Latino World Order. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
yo, Latino World is legit a restaurant.
LWO,
near where I live,
yeah, yeah.
man, on Bloor and Lansdale.
Oh, I do know Latino World. That's right.
Yo, that's crazy.
Latino World Order? What's my Latino World?
We should have
Order,
brought
man?
a
a quesadilla.
Yo, that's insane, man. That's
That's
actually
amazing.
insane.
Okay, that's good to know. No, but like it was actually like, you know, once again, my friends are just having fun without me, so I'm like, all right, I guess I'll watch the event. That
To be
they're
clear,
at.
we offered you to come to that one.
Yeah, no, I was good, man.
Yeah.
I'm not buying no $65 pizza. No, get out of here, man.
Yeah, you would have crashed out.
I would have
would've
crashed,
crashed
out.
out, yeah.
But I was watching it, and I think the first fight I tuned in for was Kevin Owens versus the other guy.
Match
Sami
of the
Zayn.
night. Match of the
Match
night.
of the
That
night.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yo, they look like they're physically like hurting each other.
Yeah.
Like this isn't kayfabe. Like this is this looked real to me, man. But that was really good. And then they were like, next up, like we're gonna put these people in boxes and they're gonna fight each other in a cage. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's the wrestling I know and love.
Yeah, and then you see The Rock come out
Yeah. And then I'm like, what? And they're-
Travis Scott.
with Travis Scott. Utter woke nonsense, man. Oh my god.
I was
Utter
like, okay.
rap nonsense.
By the way, I once saw Travis Scott before he came up big.
Yeah.
He was at Oshiega. This is like 20.
How many times have you been to Oshiega, man? This guy got stories from Oshiega from like three generations. Man.
This is like
This
2015.
guy's DJ and Banga, man.
I
Holy-
think DJ Banger performed the set. This is like 2015. The headliners were like Kendrick Lamar, Arctic Monkeys, and
Yeah.
like
Damn, you went to
That's
like a
a
good
real
show.
no, it was,
point in
it, was,
time.
it was a good show.
Yeah.
And then they were like, Travis Scott's gonna perform. At that point, we didn't know who Travis Scott was.
Right.
But then they were like, he was performing at this like super small stage because they had the big stages where like all the big performers were playing at.
Yeah.
He played at this tiny stage in the middle of the park, and he just played upper echelon.
Yeah, I
which
don't
I
know
bel-
any Travis songs.
So if you actually watch
Upper
that,
echelon
basically, yeah, actually, that's actually exactly how that song
till
goes.
my haters are gone.
Oh, okay.
Upper
Bars.
echelon.
But that song is actually used in the Netflix promotions for Monday Night Raw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So
So-
like he played upper echelon 8 straight times, and then like started like spraying people with water bottles.
It's a hit like
and there was
that,
like maybe
eh?
40 people around, man.
Yeah.
And then then come around for the Yeezus tour, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, he blew up like crazy.
He blew up like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I
Travis's
went to his
music.
Astro World tour.
Yeah.
It was good.
But yeah, Rock comes out with Travis,
Right.
ruins that. And then John Cena, man, big moment, man.
Yeah. Did you
know.
see it coming?
I did not because like I mentioned, like I haven't been following like wrestling week to week
Right.
like that.
So I didn't even know that he's like done, like he's retiring, I guess.
This is his retirement tour.
Yeah.
But is he actually retiring, or because you never know?
No,
what's
no.
actually
This
happening in
I think
wrestling.
this is like one word actually really is
He's-
like a
this is
proper
it.
retirement tour.
Okay,
He
wow.
is also like 50 something now. He's like
He looks unnatural. Like he looks unnatural in the way like Tom Brady looks unnatural.
Sure, yeah.
You know, like there's something about his face, and I'm like, that's not how aging goes. Like
He's just old, man. He got that bald spot.
Yeah.
he looking crazy, man. I've also seen videos of this man speaking Mandarin.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh yeah, the man
Those are the
video
best.
is amazing. But yeah,
He's always like, "Ni hao, wa shi John Cena." Like I'm like, okay, buddy.
because the biggest thing back in the day was like Hulk Hogan, was a good guy for so long, and then
Yeah.
turned and joined like NWO,
Right.
and
Well,
that's something
started
that people,
NWO,
yeah,
yeah.
started NWO,
Not- he didn't join Latino World Order.
and people,
He joined LWO.
you don't know about Blue World Order. But like this was something that I think was cool because it really does get people excited,
Yep.
and it got me like I was watching Monday Night Raw because now it's all on Netflix.
Yeah, we were texting each other.
We were
through Raw.
texting during
This
Monday
is
Night
crazy.
Raw. Shouts
Yeah.
to Io Sky, winning
Io.
the women's belt. And now I'm gonna be tapped in on Friday. Who are
For
the Raps playing?
SmackDown?
Raps Jazz.
Oh, boy.
I'll be tapped in on watching SmackDown.
You're not notorious. We victorious.
So I am back on wrestling
Okay.
at least until WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
the right amount, and then
Yeah.
you can kind of fall off.
It's
after that.
I don't want to be a snob because like I'm always like, Attitude Era, like the '90s were so good. But I'm coming
You're
around.
just a '90s head, man. You like.
But I'm
90s
coming
basketball,
around on
90s
a.
wrestling.
I'm coming around on appreciating this new era.
Right.
Well, the other
of
thing too is
wrestling.
like you've gotten to watch both of them like in tandem because you watched every Raw once it released on Netflix.
Yeah, I did.
So you kind of like got to see at a higher level
Okay.
view, like how.
Yeah.
I think the roster, like the talent level of this generation, is like way deeper than.
Yes,
anything
and
they
I
had back
appreciate
then.
I
Yeah.
appreciate like the new age like character building too.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
not the same as Attitude Era. Like they were doing all like not like inappropriate, but they were doing whatever they wanted.
Oh,
Yeah.
every clip I've seen of Vince McMahon look crazy. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
This
yeah,
is
it was
more
nuts.
of like I would say it's like a more PG type era, right? Like
It's
they're
yeah,
not.
it's definitely more PG. And then I don't know, it seems to really kind of follow like almost that like Marvel model of like you really have to pay attention to Easter eggs and all these shows.
yeah,
Right,
just
right,
even the
right.
way
To
they
see-
do like camera angles or like
Yeah.
just dropping hints and stuff like
They always
that.
do that now too.
Which is so different. It never used to be a thing.
yeah, they actually
in-
have a plan.
in wrestling. Yeah,
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day, it's just like Brian Pillman has a gun.
right.
Like, it wasn't subtle at all.
I mean, the thing that was like my favorite bit of watching both Rumble and Chamber with Alex was anytime something happened, whether it was a wrestling move, whether it was some sort of story moment, he would just turn to me and be like, Levesque did it again.
Yeah. So the backstory is Triple H is obviously a big wrestler back in the day.
right.
Yeah.
He's now like the head, like chief creative officer.
So he's like
And-
Adam
and-
Silver.
and he like books
He's
the
up there.
storylines.
Okay, okay.
So he's the one in charge of really like the creative direction, like booking.
Well, at
So-
least like in Alex's world, he's the only. In Alex's world, I think it's just Triple
Yeah.
H like on a laptop or like on his Apple Notes, like typing everything down.
So
and everyone
he's
goes.
doing a great job.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And I love it. I love that his real name is Paul Levesque.
Yeah.
Levesque is on a generational run right now.
Yo, Paul, no, that's actually incredible, man.
Yeah, no, it even
Is he
happened.
Quebecois? Like, what? Why is his name like that?
I
It's
don't
from like
know.
Connecticut.
But he's had a crazy life story because like married into the McMahon family.
Yeah.
Like Vince obviously has been pushed out,
Yeah.
and now like Levesque has just like taken over.
Yo, Levesque is crazy, man.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
envisioning somebody hitting the depth, man. This guy in Verdun right now.
Well, okay, so
Levesque
Alex, I
what,
mean, there were
bro?
some other questions that came from
Yeah.
around wrestling. You mentioned the Attitude Era. Did you have a favorite?
Yeah, so favorite wrestler from my era was probably Razor Ramon.
Okay, which is
Um,
pre-attitude.
Yeah, like
But
a little
still, yeah, yeah.
pre-attitude. I mean, Kurt Angle was a favorite as
Oh,
well.
Kurt
I
Angle's
felt
fun,
like he was
yeah.
like, because like everybody loves like Stone Cold and like The Rock.
Sure.
Right.
I think Kurt Angle was like a little slept on,
Uh-huh.
just with his like mic work and stuff like that. So those would be like.
Were
my
you big
main
on like
ones.
Bret Hart, HBK, any of them?
You know, controversial, but I always found Brett like a little boring.
He is boring.
Yeah,
That is kind
like
of his
it
thing.
wasn't
Yeah, yeah.
someone that like, even though it was like the whole Canadian thing, it wasn't like I probably like Shawn Michaels more
Right.
Oh, Shawn
than,
Michaels was
than,
fire,
than,
man.
than
Right,
Bret
right.
Hart, and then obviously like DX.
Yeah, well, did you have any favorites or
Yeah.
anyone that you at least recall?
No, hold on. What was the last guy?
Oh,
Who?
No, did you have one more?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay, sorry.
I don't list 9 answers like you.
Rey Mysterio I liked. I liked Eddie Guerrero as well.
Yeah, R.I.P.
I feel
man.
like
yeah.
he's dead.
yeah.
yeah.
R.I.P. man.
Okay, well, I like that. You know, like I just like the characters were like a little bit like just weren't just like the big burly guys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't really like any of those guys.
Sure.
Like, who else was fighting back then? Man? The Great Khali was that?
Yo, not the Great
Oh my
Khali.
goodness,
That's
That is a
crazy.
particular era.
You know, like I feel like I was actually watching a lot back then. Like I'm surprised that some of them are still doing it. Like I was like, oh, Randy Orton's still doing this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a big surprise. Randy Orton returning.
Yeah,
I was like,
I forgot
whoa!
about
Like he
that.
did the RKO. Like I know that from like 20 years ago. Because I used to watch it all the time. Because wrestling used to be on the Score. Like the Score was like my favorite television channel. Like it instructed a lot of my taste in terms of like the Score used to have the most basketball in Canada.
I think it also
on
played
TV.
Friends.
Yo, if they had Friends, yo, oh my god, yo, if Ivanka Vaz was like. Actually, who was hosting Martine?
Martine Guy.
Yo,
Greg
and-
Sansoni was on.
Yo,
for a
Greg
little bit.
Sansoni was like up next, the one where they
Oh
get
my
lost.
God.
I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
let's do it. No, but I was watching a lot back then, so all those guys, you know,
Nice.
were kind of cool. John Cena was obviously super big at that time too.
Sure.
John Cena fits that like there was like an early 2000s era where like in a lot of popular media there was like one white guy that thought they were black. That was John Cena. It was like the Channing Tatum, you know, like was the film
Right,
equivalent,
right,
like
right.
Channing Tatum's character in
Step
Coach
Up?
Carter.
Oh.
in Step Up as
Yeah,
well. Yeah, he actually had a whole lane of this. Right?
Yes, yeah.
So John Cena was in that lane for me. I feel like,
Okay.
but yeah, you can't see me. I don't know.
Nice.
Jerome, any favorite wrestlers?
I mean, I wore his jersey at both Rumble and Chamber, but I was like, he kind of sucks right now as a person, I think. But I was a really big Chris Jericho fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really huge on Chris Jericho. I felt like he kind of did everything on like the mic, in the ring.
one's Chris
Really
Jericho
funny. Like had a good run across WCW and WWF, and then also has maybe one of the best intros ever in WWF history. Like
Oh, the
Millennium-
Y2J.
Yeah, the Millennium Countdown and the
Yeah.
surprise. And then yeah, I think maybe also it just kind of worked out that when I would play WWF No Mercy and Y2J was the countdown and my name being Jerome, it just kind of worked out easily that way.
Right.
But yeah, that was
Kinda
like
fire.
him, and then yeah, now like I kind of in the same way. I think Kevin Owens has kind of taken that spot. I'm a big Kevin Owens fan.
Yeah, Kevin Owens, because we did get this question too. It's like, oh, now that you're back watching wrestling, who's your favorite wrestler now?
This is an incredible fun fact. I'm just gonna choose to believe that Sahil knows what he's talking about here, but he said the
says
Great
Great
Khali
Khali.
also acted in some regional Indian movies, I think. So
Wasn't the Great Khali in an Adam Sandler movie?
Was he?
Yeah, the one. What's The Longest Yard?
Really?
Because I think The Longest Yard was done in collaboration with WWE. So like Stone Cold Steve Austin's in it.
yeah.
He says
Shit.
the N word with a hard R.
What?
What?
Because he's supposed to be like a racist, like prison
Oh,
guard.
he was in character.
was in
Forgiven.
character.
Forgiven.
Oh,
Yeah.
contextual.
Yeah.
Contextual.
That's like Jackie Chan saying it in Rush Hour 1, but
Yeah.
Jackie
Oh
didn't speak English.
my god.
Yeah, Nelly was in it, I think, too. And then some, yeah.
Like Nelcamp? Oh, Nelly.
yeah.
Nelly?
Nelly, yeah, hot
Like-
in her.
No, but yeah, a lot of favorite wrestlers now. Like I love
That's
Kevin.
a dilemma.
I love Kevin Owens too.
Yeah.
I like
Right, yeah.
I like Chad Gable.
Chad Gable's
I
fire.
love the whole American made.
Are you? What do you think? What do you think is in
these
that
people?
box?
Yo, it's got to be like a luchador mask.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
You got to
yeah,
come
yeah.
back. No, but I'm starting to learn about like a lot of these like other wrestlers
Mm-hmm.
that aren't like in the main event.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
honestly, like the women's division is so cool.
So
Yo,
good.
women's wrestling is popping right now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Io
Like-
Sky and Rhea Ripley. That was like a really good match.
Yeah, like
Right.
the women's matches are really cool now, and that's
Yeah.
such a difference from.
How
like,
did
back
you
in
react
day.
to the Jade Cargill thing? Because I feel like I had to
Oh,
explain
yeah.
everything that happened.
That was kind
in
of
the
insane.
moment.
I'm still trying to figure out the full storyline of
Yeah.
who's behind it.
We can talk about it off.
because it sounds like
Yeah.
Bianca Belair is gonna like turn heel
Yeah, yeah,
at
yeah.
some point. See, I'm
yeah.
deep in it now.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro, you
Yeah,
love
locked
this thing,
in.
man.
I'm
Damn.
deep. I'm locked in now. So yeah, I'll be watching SmackDown and then
Oh,
joining,
you know who you
joining
really
on
love?
the post game show. on
You know who
Friday.
you actually really love? You don't even call him by his name, Jimmy Uso, but
Oh,
no
Yeet.
Yeet. No Yeet. No,
Yeah,
you love no Yeet.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Yeet. All right, let's get Will back into this.
What's going on, guys?
Will, well, who was your favorite Friends character? Someone asked earlier.
Favorite Friends character? It's gotta be Chandler. I feel like personality-wise, I'm closest to Chandler.
I feel like that's most people's pick that way. Yeah.
Chandler's like Joey. You just can't pick Joey because he becomes brain dead around like 3 seasons in.
Brain dead and like just a serious, like problematic, like just always harassing women.
Yeah, he's like it was like at first he was charming, and then his character grew into like he's just a womanizing kind of thing, and I was like, all right, like like that was just never my personality.
Right.
Ross was just such a nerd. And
Yeah,
I as much as I am nerdy about certain things, I'm just not a nerd in that sort of same way as Ross. Also,
was
found
a
him
real
to be
wet blanket.
He's just a wet blanket. He was always like, I don't know, man. Him and like he was always fighting with his sister Monica, and I was just like, and I'm like, yo,
I should do an Asian
I love my
remake of,
sibling, man.
of Friends.
yo, that's crazy.
Just fighting with their families and siblings.
It'll be like the Asian characters are named like Esther.
Yo,
Should
base it
we-
on, base it
Yo,
on my family? Yo.
There's like there are way too many episodes, but should we do some sort of watch of Friends?
Let's do it,
Oh,
yo.
my
Let's
God,
do it, guys. We can vote on which episode we can watch, man.
Ugh.
What about the one where Ross is gonna marry Emily and he says Rachel? Come on, man. Spoiler alert.
Big swerve. Real John Cena.
What
turn
about when
there.
Brad Pitt showed up, man? That was pretty fire.
That was a really good episode.
Damn,
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
reputation.
Yeah.
Please describe your ideal Toronto day.
Okay.
I love this question.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys already think of a?
I thought
answer?
about it.
Okay, Jerome, you go first because
Okay.
I started thinking about it.
I don't know. Okay, I just know part of the day involves McCormick Park hoops
Oh yeah,
and
fire.
some Imanishi Sandos with Will.
Oh yeah, great.
I think some
Wait, hold
shopping
on.
with
Are you going to
Alex.
Raptors practice before that? Because that's my day.
That's. I mean, you could start there. I meet you after that. And then yeah, I think shopping with Alex is pretty fun. But then I don't know if I just want to go straight to like nighttime Ossington, like bar hopping with like Alex and others. Like, because it's also the other fun part is like we run into other people.
Sure, I guess people are
Yeah.
just naturally here.
Yeah.
You build momentum. I get that.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
Nice,
good day.
nice,
Alex, what
nice.
about you? What's your ideal day?
Wake up, take my Ativan,
Nice.
Nice.
head out, go for a 2-hour walk,
That's how you got those calves, man.
go to Hong Kong Bistro Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sick.
yeah.
What are you getting? What are you?
when was the last time you've been there?
I haven't been there in a bit actually.
Yeah,
That's
I've been
Bistro?
thinking of going back.
Yeah, get the pork chop.
Not the lobster salad.
Tomato sauce on rice. Walk over to Kensington. Hit up my vintage over there.
Which one are you going to, man?
All of them.
He's not even kidding, man. Get a little FICA cafe.
We'll walk my way to the annex.
Oh, you going to the annex like that? For what? Monkey
go
Are you
to-
sushi?
making to the
You
annex?
getting
No, no.
monkey sushi? What
Yo,
are you doing, man?
it is close though. Monkey's Paw, one of my favorite bookstores.
Monkey's
there.
Paw. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Monkey's
yeah.
Paw's
One
cool.
of
I
my
like that.
favorite bookstores. Love finding just like rare
Nice.
books there
Nice.
and stuff. Go
You're
to
also a
B-
big library guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the Toronto Reference Library.
Oh, you going to the ref?
Yeah.
Get some work done.
It's a long day.
Run into Faisal.
yeah.
In Yorkville.
Yorkville, of course.
Walk down Young.
Okay, chaos.
To
Walking down Young Street on a Friday.
Wait, damn it! Is that chaos? Walk down Young Street. Go to H Mart. Get
What
some.
are you getting at H Mart?
Go to H Mart for, bro.
Get some.
This utter woke
Get
nonsense.
some.
Go to H Mart,
Get
man.
some bibimbap from the
Why
counter,
don't you just go to any of the Korean restaurants around there?
and then walk to Eaton Center.
Eaton Center.
Uh,
How much time do you have in a day?
Go to Uniqlo.
What?
And then walk down Dundas.
Yeah.
Go to
Okay.
Scotiabank Theater. Watch a movie by myself.
Nice.
What are you watching,
and-
man?
and
Watching
then-
Honora by yourself?
No, I rented that one at home. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's crazy.
And and then I'm home. Yeah,
Wow.
that's my ideal day.
That didn't even include Ossington or Ennis.
Yeah, and didn't. Yeah, my ideal day is not
It
seeing
does-
a single person.
Yeah. Fair, fair, fair.
Who did you see in this whole
Oh, and then
day,
go
man?
home and then post game show.
Go live, baby. Go live.
Lay in
Oh,
bed
man.
for 2 hours crying and then post game show.
The Ativan didn't hit. That's crazy.
That's my day.
How about you, Will? Have you thought of it?
Yeah. I had a friend of mine who I went to university with, and he ultimately decided actually to go back to India. So I wanted to just sort of like show him around, at least sort of like the places I typically go on one of our like goodbye days, basically. So kind of similar to that. We met up in Parkdale. We got Logan's Corner. He's vegetarian, so it was like pretty easy to accommodate. Got some momos. I took him to Larry's Folly before I moved, just down the block. I
Oh,
haven't actually gone
nice.
to the new location, but I used to really, really love
A lot
the
of
old
good Parkdale spots.
a lot of great Parkdale spots, man. He had mentioned he had never had doubles either, and I was like, dude, you can't leave Toronto forever if you don't had doubles at least one time. So I took him to Ali's Roti as well.
Oh yeah, I love Ali's.
Ali's Roti is great, man.
Oh,
it's like
it's
the
so
biggest.
good.
By the way, do not order roti as like do not order doubles like you would typically order doubles, because like doubles you could probably crush like 3. You know, like it's like, a taco size.
I had to help you eat some one time when met you after practice.
Dude, Ali's Roti doubles are like legitimately like 5 doubles at a time.
Huge.
The portions are huge. The rotis are amazing as well. And then I mean probably after that, you gotta hit some of our favorite restaurants. You know, maybe go to Patois, maybe go to June Plum, pick up a patty. You know, again when my cousin was here from San Francisco, took her to like Juicy Dumplings, took her to like June Plum, took her all around Kensington, was really fun.
Is that the same cousin who said the tacos here were some of the best they've ever had?
Yeah, I was a little surprised, but
Yeah.
back when Barrio Coreano used to be a thing in Koreatown, where they had sort of like an LA taco, kind of like Korean, Mexican kind of fusion. That was actually quite good, but that restaurant's closed down, unfortunately. I feel like Toronto's not the place to go for tacos. Not to
No,
say
I
that there
wouldn't say
aren't
so.
other ones, but like there's
They've
decent
come
ones.
along more in the
Yeah.
last couple of years, but I don't think we're anywhere near anything from like
Right.
LA or
I probably hit like Koreatown. What's that? The one with like the green sign up front. You can get like a
Sundobu? Like the tofu soup, like that one or no?
I don't even know what it's called. I think it's like Sunrise, maybe.
Okay.
But it's like a green sign. It's like just across the street from Pat, the
Okay.
grocery store. But they have, you can get for just $20 tip included, and like a good tip included, because like it's only like a $12 pork bone stew.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Town.
I think it's like that
It's
place,
really
yeah.
good. And again, like a pretty like one of my favorite places to go if I'm just gonna go for a solo meal would be there. There's that bakery across the street that sells those like little walnuts, those Korean walnut
I
cakes.
love
That's
those,
Really
man.
good.
Those are good.
Hodo Kwaja is pretty good.
I love
And then
those.
you guys gotta end the night with Shing, baby. Come on, man. You gotta go to Shing, man. You know me. I'm gonna probably call you up.
Yeah,
Jerome.
so we do the post
I even
game.
show up now.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna rope you in with Shing. I'm gonna see our
Yeah.
guys, Colin,
Yeah,
Clement,
we
Ella.
do the post game and then we go to Hongsheng. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a pretty ideal day for me. And then probably some basketball. Let's
yeah.
I've probably the U of T run.
Yeah, I
The
feel
Hard
like
House run.
I think the
I'd be
moral
surprised your
Like,
date
we're
doesn't
all over
include some,
West
like,
West
hooping.
Toronto, I feel
yeah,
like.
of some sort.
the moral of the story is there's lots to do in Toronto.
Yeah, and you could do the day that I described with like $50 in your pocket.
Yeah.
I think you could probably do your day at $50 too. Just you just have to buy nothing at Uniqlo, but it's okay.
I mean, I pay for my TTC unlike you, so.
I mean, of course you pay if you only ride it once a year.
Oh, brother.
Yo, man, you
Yo,
tapping
I
that-
really get the annual pass once a year.
you tapping that Presto card on the street card?
Of
Don't you know the
course.
street cards you're given right as a Toronto citizen?
Is it?
Speaking about Shing, how much would you pay for these wings?
Oh my goodness, man! Yo, I'm actually starving. This actually looks amazing right
Damn, with the eggplant and the
man.
fried
Hollow
rice
wings.
too.
Do you guys actually want to go to Shing after this?
now. Yes.
I'm going home to rest.
Oh, please. Colin not even here. Colin in China right now. Let's still go to
man.
Shing. Man.
Those look great, man.
Yeah, shouts to Shing.
Let's see.
Oh, I
what
mean, like in
other-
the spirit of that, do you guys have any new favorite restaurants in this? Like any new restaurants that you've come across?
new restaurants.
New
Let me
restaurants.
sort my Toronto list from new to
'cause
old.
Do you have a
been
cool
traveling a lot,
list and
so-
map, Alex?
We went to Isla recently. That was really cool. We were part of the opening for Isla.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That was good.
That's open upstairs at Patois.
Yeah,
Kind of like
Isla's
a
really good.
elevated fusion type of like Hong Kong cuisine.
I'm a big fan of Made Right. You wanted to try it, but it was closed when we were hanging out.
Yeah, the Mayrite
the sam-
breakfast
the
sandwiches.
sandwiches?
are
Oh yeah,
amazing.
that
yeah,
sandwich spot,
The
it's right by
like,
the hospital.
Like little fried pork.
No
Sandwich? Is that
Oh
the
no,
place?
no, that was a different spot. That place is good too. But no, Made Right. It's the one right by the hospital at Bathurst and Dundas.
Okay.
You were asking.
Oh
we had-
yeah. The
but
little
it was
cafe
closed
place.
at the
Yeah,
time.
right. Okay.
So
yeah.
Alex and I have gone.
It's been
really
closed the
good
3
breakfast
times I've tried to
sandwiches.
go, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheddar
their
Boy Kevin, manager over there.
breakfast and lunch sandwiches are really
Really good.
good.
Yeah,
there.
You know,
I don't think I've gone
You
to
don't have any-
anything kind of new lately.
anything new? I mean, I've said this multiple times, but when the pig came home is an incredible sandwich, incredible jerk chicken sandwich. That's in the Junction.
I mean, I'll have to report back, but place Bonito's opened on Ossington that I want to try out.
Okay.
But I actually might try it today.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
Mama Cas, just around the corner here, is also quite good.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's like more of like a date spot type of thing. You probably have
Right.
to drop like 2 bills,
Yeah.
but it's worth it. It's great.
But Canadian.
But Canadian, so really, it's like
Yeah,
it's like
shop,
one bill.
shop
Yeah.
and eat Canadian.
Yeah, we got to
guys.
figure out our per diem for next trip.
Yeah.
Oh god, I gotta do my
It's a
expense
separate
report.
issue.
Oh yeah.
I gotta file those Chuck Swirsky Ubers.
Yo, got a call from likely spam. Reject that
There you
call
go.
right now.
Nice. Can you give more info about why you guys aren't able to have Rogers employees on the pod?
Who asked this, man? Who asked this? No, I mean, look, you know, the invitation is wide open for all of us, you know, because obviously there were lots of people who, in the previous iterations of our show, we would collaborate with frequently. You know, we used to have Blake Murphy Tuesdays. We used to talk to Michael Grange a lot all the time as well. Savannah. So, like, it is actually a little bit difficult to not see them as much, but, you know, that's okay. We talked to them off air. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's as far as we can go. We would love to see them, yeah.
Kai, aka Mr. Beast.
What up,
not to be
Beast?
confused with the NBA affiliated Mr. Beast.
That's why we call him Mr. Sex, man.
Yeah, Mr. Sex wants to know if the 3 of us were in Squid Game, which one of us would win?
It's not me. I don't think it's me.
I forgot even like what are the games at by the end?
There was like the red light, green light thing that like
Oh yeah, I'd be
Shot
done at
you.
red light, green light. I'd be sliding on.
this guy's like,
Yeah.
the advance not hitting right now.
I'd be sliding like Bo Bichette the first time.
I feel like yeah, that's tough.
don't
It's
know,
between
man.
you and Will. Like it's between Alex and Will.
Why
in my
don't why
mind.
don't you think you'll survive in Squid Game?
I think I would just give up really easily. I think the asthma is
Oh,
in
the
play
asthma.
too.
I would
there,
lose
too.
the physical challenges. Like I don't think I can. do
Yeah,
that.
I
I
also-
mean, none of us are that physically fit. Let's be
So-
totally
Right.
honest.
It's also just because like thinking about the show, like a real like killer. Like I couldn't, especially if we're all doing it together.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't see you guys go. Like I would just
fair.
Yeah.
fair.
Let's just agree to never do Squid
Yeah,
Game.
Squid Game. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
Absolutely not.
I guess it's like a commentary on society. They're like, these people are trying to like correct their once in a lifetime debt that they can't get out of.
Sure.
And they're in there for reasons that are
Yeah.
unfortunate and kind of society's fault rather than their own fault. But still, seems kind of ridiculous that you're playing some of these games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd crash out over that one where they made that candy and you have to like not break the pattern.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have to
yeah,
circular
yeah,
candy
yeah.
and they got to make the. I don't know. Actually, when you describe Squid Game to people, I'm like that. Seems,
They're also all like playground games.
right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Were you guys popular in like high school and stuff?
What does that have to do with anything?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, one year when I was on the basketball team.
That's
Um,
fire,
nice.
man.
Sick.
If you were Adam Silver and had the power to change one NBA rule, what would it be?
Just get rid of that minimum game rule.
Yeah, the 65 game.
Yeah, I hate that
Yeah,
rule.
so I can win my Betway Norman Powell most improved player
Exactly,
bet.
yeah.
Yo,
for you,
are
buddy.
Kate Cunningham gonna win it? Or just nasty.
Yeah,
behavior?
Kate's the favorite right now.
Number 1 overall pick becoming good is like, okay, you're most improved now. That's tough. I mean, the Pistons are the most improved team.
Someone said Alex would rather be one of those VIPs betting on Squid Game.
Yeah, actually.
Yo.
You gotta put on a mask, man.
Yo, that's
Oh
fire.
my gosh.
That's
This
fire.
guy's in the private box eating $65
That's
Pizza
fire.
Nova.
I'm
This guy's be on
I'm like-
Betway playing
I'm
blackjack
like,
and
next
running down
challenge,
bets.
you have to take the subway.
That's insane. What do you got against the subway?
Nothing, man. I
And
love.
you take line 1. Line 1's way
I
better than
love
2,
public
man.
transit. Yeah, if you were Adam
Not
Silver,
from what I've seen.
if you were Adam Silver,
Yeah, what else would you do?
and had the power to change one NBA rule, what would it be?
One will.
If I could change one rule about the NBA
Here
right
comes
now,
a 6-pack. I call him the human Michelob.
honestly, I don't even know. There's so many that's popping up.
Yeah, here we go. So many.
I probably
Just
just
say the first one.
the first one for me is I would just take away corner threes. I just don't like corner threes.
Okay.
Wow, anti-3
Yeah,
propaganda.
I want the 3-point line to just like curve off, basically.
Yeah.
Where
like-
do you shoot the three bests from when you play?
The above like probably like like a diagonal to the rim, like
Yeah,
45
that's me
kind
too.
of that area. Yeah,
I would.
but corner threes just suck, bro.
Yeah. You got a second one? Yeah.
No, that's fine. No corner threes. What do you want?
I would change all playoffs to best of 5. Yeah.
That's-
Oh,
like
I
that
remember
one.
that
like
was
that
your
one too,
rule.
man.
Wait,
Yeah.
for all of them?
Yeah. The entire
Even
playoffs.
the NBA finals.
Yep.
This is, I mean, like we talked about no dunks earlier. We never got Skeets on the show. I know he has things he wants to do,
Yeah.
like around the NBA.
we should
gotta
get
find him.
Skeets. We should get Skeets on for that before
Yeah.
the playoffs.
One other one that's super.
Oh, one
obscure.
other one.
Yeah.
I don't like how the salary cap is fixed as a fixed number, even though there's certain markets that have way higher
The
tax.
accountant. No.
No, I'm like okay, so
Okay, move that to
like
the
Texas,
six-pack.
Florida, they have zero state income tax.
Oh, like tax,
Oh,
like
yeah,
tax
yeah, yeah, yeah.
differences.
so even though
Yeah.
we're all operating on the same number,
Yeah.
like
Right.
that doesn't go as far in Canada as it does, or in Toronto as it does over
So
there.
disadvantage for Canadians.
I feel
Okay,
like it should
okay.
be tax adjusted salary cap.
Oh my god. Boring.
Boo this man.
Tax adjusted
I
salary
was saying Boo earns.
is crazy.
I want to see the epiteta or whatever.
Oh my god, why did you stutter on epitaph?
Apita? Apita?
Oh my god, this guy got an epitaph for destruction, man.
Oh, that's insane.
If you could dunk on any player in NBA history,
Oh,
who would
right.
it be?
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Just because we talked about
Vince
recently.
Carter.
Get over it, bro. Get over
Yes.
it.
Vince Carter.
What kind of dunk would you do on Vince?
720. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's tough.
He has to just
Yo, you
stand
remember?
there while you're
you
spinning?
remember when in the 2016 Olympics, this was in Brazil, but like DeMar DeRozan legit did
Oh yeah, he
He,
did.
he just
Very-
missed it,
he
right?
almost 720 on some Chinese guy.
It was a 360.
Was it 360?
Yeah,
Oh,
wait,
okay,
there's
okay.
no
Okay.
one does a 720. That's a crazy dunk.
Well, I don't know, man. Maybe.
Until I see Vince.
I was like, damn, DeMar, you gonna treat Chinese people like that?
Will, do you have someone?
Who would I dunk on?
Yeah.
Who would I dunk on? I mean, I think it's probably just a cool dunk, like over somebody really tall, like Yao Ming,
Okay.
like Wemby, that
Sure.
kind of thing. I kind of like that. I do.
What kind of dunk?
I've never contemplated that because I've never dunked in my life. So let
Would he hang on
We
the rim
just saw
with
you
elbow?
dunk.
Let me do the Vince Carter, the one that he did over Alonzo Mourning.
Oh, the cock. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
nice.
like I
yeah.
want to do that, but over Yao Ming.
Nice.
Only because again we talked about him recently, and he doesn't even deserve the hate. I would say, but Derek White.
Oh yeah,
I just want to dunk on Derek White.
God damn it, Derek White.
Jokes, man.
Yeah.
Hate watching Derek White play perfect basketball all the time. Annoying ass.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like
a teacher's pet looking player. Here you go. Here's an apple, sir. Like, get out of here, man.
He is a teacher's pet.
No, seriously, Derek White annoys me to no end, man.
We should
Make a
have
mistake out there, man. I hate it.
We should have an all teachers pet team.
Yeah.
Any chance we could get a general Raptors round table type of format on a podcast? Get Samson, that's allowed. Big V, allowed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay and Blake. Hello and welcome all. Yeah, we should do some round tables.
I do
man.
like roundtables.
Yeah.
Shouts to Primetime Sports every Friday, man.
Yeah, that was like a staple back in the day.
Yeah, these are real hard cuts, man.
Yeah, are they though?
I hope so.
Should we just like take over Around the Horn, but do it in Toronto since it's done
Yo.
now at ESPN?
Yo, you have a great Tony Reality kind of situation going on.
I
man.
was thinking
You
about.
could be like,
I
give us
was
points.
thinking about doing a around the horn. It'd be really cool. You get
Okay,
to like
okay.
assign points to people and stuff.
Sure.
Right.
You're gonna assign the points, aren't you, Alex?
We should try that actually. That'd be really fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's like why Savannah at -40 because
Because she yelled at you.
hated on us.
Because she yelled at you during the timeout.
Yeah, it's like terrible point about the Toronto tempo. Are you guys all playing Pokemon TCG?
Nah.
No.
I actually never got into the trading card game. That's what TCG is.
Okay.
The trading card game.
Okay.
So the
I
answer
never
is
got
no.
into TCG. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh when I was growing up, and a little bit of Magic: The Gathering.
Okay.
Nerd.
No, being
Nah.
in
Hey,
middle
Will,
school-
were you ever popular in high school?
I was actually pretty popular in high school.
Nice.
not
I
gonna
can see
lie.
that. I can see that.
But yeah, no, this was like middle school era. But I mean, I played all the toys back then, like Beyblade. I was like super big into Beyblade when I was coming up. Yu-Gi-Oh was huge. Like people used to play for each other's prize cards, man. I used to lead to fights all the time. Yo,
It was
you
I guess we
huge.
only had like.
yo, you beat
Pogs.
me and I gotta take if I beat you and I take your Gemini elf back then, like that, that's like legitimately like life changing.
It's like Pogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So back then there was that. I played the Pokemon like just the video game, the VCG, not the TCG, but
He sounds like golf course.
I mean, this is for the old heads here, but like, how bad did Pogs get in your school, Alex?
Pogs
They got
was-
banned in mine.
Yeah, Pogs is pretty intense.
How do you guys
People
even
get into
compete
fights
Pogs,
and
man?
everything, man.
what do you guys
It's
do
a pretty simple competition. You just like stack them up, and how many you flip, you take from the other person.
Yeah, it's like a quick stack.
But then
and
the
flip.
thing that like
Okay.
became very upsetting for people is when they started they had metal, not spinners obviously, but what are they called? What are the things that you hit them with? Slammers.
Oh, the slammers.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you know
Oh,
how
yeah.
Pog
Peop-
works?
No,
Will?
not really actually. Because
Okay,
this is
so
before
here's
my
the
time.
concept of
Yeah,
Pog.
Go ahead.
Everyone has these kind of like cardboard discs that have different designs on it.
Okay.
There are like collectible pieces. Each person puts like the same stack amount into a pile. You slam them with normally a plastic slammer.
Okay.
And the idea is you flip as many of them as you
Oh,
can
okay.
as
Okay.
possible.
Okay.
And then you take whatever you flip over.
Sure.
The thing that like became like I guess PEDs in it is people started to attain metal slammers.
metal slammers.
And then
Yeah, that's
because
not
of
fair.
that, like yeah.
Right.
And then it got really ugly at times. Like they actually had to get banned in my
Or
school.
people would just like steal other people's Pogs. if
Yeah,
they
there was
wanted.
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
there was
Yeah,
definitely a
straight
lot of
up.
that.
Just like straight
Definitely
up
a lot of
bully.
that.
Yeah. Don't your nephews collect like Pokemon cards?
Yeah, he's pretty big on Pokemon.
But they don't play Pokemon. They just collect it, right?
Oh, okay. Which is
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, it's his birthday. He got an Apple Watch, by the way.
He
Up there.
did in the end.
Yeah.
You were asking
Not
about
from
that.
me.
Oh, okay. there you go.
Generational wealth,
He
baby.
texted me the other day from his Apple Watch.
Jesus.
Also, I'd never known what to say to
How
him. Like
old is
my
this kid again?
12-year-old 12. He's
12? You 12 with an Apple Watch?
Like, I
Come on,
never
man.
know what to say to him when I'm texting him.
Yo,
'Cause
it
he's-
threw me when you sent me the video of you giving him one of the 6,000 All-Star towels we've attained. And he was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and just because we've seen him like since he was like a little kid growing up. Now he's like voice Steve. He's like, "Yo, bro."
I know. They're growing up so fast.
Is he hitting
now.
puberty right now? That's sick.
Yeah, he's like, "Hi, this is Henry. This is my new number. You can text me." I'm like,
That's so professional,
It's so
man.
professional.
I'm like, nice. And then the next morning at 8, he's like, "Hello." Me at noon. Sup? At Owen's basketball game. Are they winning? No.
Are you winning, son? Yo, this guy hit him with the, "Are you winning, son?" It's
And
crazy.
then I go, "Damn."
Yo.
He goes, "Lost by 41." I'm like, "Blowout." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Nice. Are you using your phone or is this your watch?" "Watch." "Sick." I know. I don't know how to text with him.
That's
man.
honestly, that's pretty good communication.
That's
for
pretty
the
good
12-year-old.
But I
That's
don't
what
know
gotta
what to
say.
like say to him. You know,
For like, hey man, you
It's pretty funny that
Right.
you're talking to him with the same tone you might talk to like an uncle or an aunt.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
very,
this is like how
matter
I
of
talk to
fact.
my
What?
mom.
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
do they call you Unc?
no. They call me Uncle Alex. So.
But not Unc.
But not Unc.
No, I don't.
Unc
Think
is
Oh, we
no.
gotta teach him Unc.
We
yeah.
gotta teach him Unc. Yeah.
Anyways, they're going to Hawaii for March break, so
Yo, generational wealth,
I'm
baby.
like,
God
I'm
damn.
like,
Good thing
damn.
you have that watch.
Apple Watch and Hawaii. Come on, man.
Jeez.
All right, let's see. I think that's it.
Hawaii
We have an email of the month we can
Oh,
do.
do you wanna
after.
go through some,
So yeah, let's do some of the chat questions.
Okay, we've been taking your chat questions as we've been
Yeah,
going.
feel
here,
free
too.
to send them in.
All
Yeah.
right.
We have
We're on-
nothing.
I think we're on pretty good energy. 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours is not bad, man. I kind
Yeah.
of got to pee, but that's fine.
Guess it helps when you don't leave the house for the whole week.
Let's go.
This is a severance question.
Okay.
The question: if you could sever yourself for a given task, what would you do it for? How much time would you lose each time
Yeah,
you
so
do
the
it?
concept for you, Will, is like in the show, like you
Severing means you have an Asian wife. No.
basically like when you go to work, you become a different person, and
Yeah.
then when you come out of work, like
Yeah.
you become your normal person again.
It separates
So
the
you-
parts in your brains that
Yeah.
creates
That
the
go to
memories
work.
of your
I was
work
gonna.
life.
Oh, okay,
So
okay. I was
I
gonna say
would
because we do have a different work persona than we'd have a home persona, but
Sure.
No,
As-
but
as
this
an
is
on-air
like
talent.
this
That's
is
the
like
idea. That's the
but
idea.
this is like a task in your life that you would want to like split, so then you don't have to like do yourself.
Okay.
I enjoy work.
I would sever my post game show.
Damn, dog.
Yo, I love you.
Yeah, of course.
okay.
Yeah, this ain't a indictment on you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, me versus work is a constant battle.
That is true. That is true. Actually, I knew you would like severance for that reason alone.
Yeah.
I guess in that same spirit, I would sever editing social.
Yo, what does it say that both of us are just
You're like your severance looks.
just trying to complain about work right now?
You're like severance sounds great.
Yo, that's hilarious.
I was like, do I go in
No,
there?
I actually,
Yeah,
love,
let's go.
I actually love doing that.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I
doing the
love my
post game.
job. Ooh, I love my job. I love my job.
You know the tough. It's not even about the post game show.
Actually, my favorite thing just on the editing front,
Yeah.
with Will, like whenever we finish shoots and stuff, Will be like, "That's it for the day," and I'm like, "Yeah."
The toughest thing sometimes watching the Raptors is there's so much other good basketball on
Yeah,
versus the Raptors.
and now there's good wrestling on too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Anyway, is there anything that you would sever, Will? Any kind of task?
Like, basically, the idea is I just don't want to be like I want to skip this or like I
So
want to like.
this is the key about it. What you like when you do that task, that person doing the task has no memory about who you are, but also vice versa. They're complete separate personas.
so like if you
Oh.
hate flying,
Hence the severing.
yeah,
of
you
it.
can sever flying, so then you never experience the annoyance of flying.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably just like waiting for the bus or something. I don't know.
Sure.
man.
Yeah.
I sever public transit.
Yeah, sever
I
public
thought that
transit
was
is
gonna be
actually
Alex's.
not- Actually, sever public transit is actually not terrible. Let me actually do that 100%.
But that means though, like,
Let me sever the TTC right now, man.
yeah. So like, but then that also means like, if you're listening to a podcast on the TDC, you don't remember it in your other life.
That-
You're okay,
I'm
cool,
fine
good,
with
great, amazing.
This guy's fine missing
Oh,
out
wow.
on a couple hoop collectives.
Oh man, damn! I don't remember what David Thorpe said on Hoop.
Oh, did Tim Bontemps talk to another exec this week?
For $5, Will, from
Oh, okay,
PP,
let's go.
would you attend PP's wedding in Montreal?
I mean, yo, let me know what time your wedding is, man. Hit my email.
Yo,
Send me-
can we all come?
yeah, I need a +2. I need a +2.
Yo,
I think-
+2 is so crazy.
I think the only thing Alex and I saw there was Montreal.
yeah,
Yo,
that's
we
all
love.
I-
We just want to go to
Montreal,
East
man.
Studio
Montreal is great,
Nixon.
man.
Yeah, come on, man.
You send us an email at info@stephenlebron.com.
Yeah.
It's not out of the question. It just depends on when it is, to be honest. Obviously, we're more free in the summer.
Sure.
Would we crash your wedding? That'd be pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
Also, are you guys chill? Actually, I have a lot of follow up questions.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why you
there's,
should
yeah.
email
This
us.
is yeah.
Yeah. But in general and principle, not no. And probably yes.
Mount Rushmore of wrestlers. We kind of answered like some of this in favorites, but I guess Mount Rushmore is more like who are the greatest.
Yeah,
do you-
our favorite like 4?
Here, just let's do a top 3, and we each get to pick one.
Okay.
And it could be your favorite. It could be.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Will.
Oh, what are you talking about? You already know, man. Mr. 619.
Rey Mysterio. Okay,
Rey
sick.
Mysterio. You know, I'm gonna go Mr. Perfect.
Oh wow, Kurt Hennig. Okay. You know what? Recency bias. I'll go Io Sky.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
No love for Levesque?
Lots of. Levesque is crazy, man. That's what I'm trying to wear in the winter.
Yeah. Do you see my layer of my new Levesque?
Oh my god.
Levesque, that sounds kind of fire, man.
I feel like you guys answered this before, but I don't know your answer to this. I haven't been to Scarborough Markham in a minute, but do you have a favorite spot?
First Markham food court.
Nice.
Honestly, it's
Good
not a
pick.
bad option
That's a
at
good
all,
pick.
man. The food court actually legit has whatever you need in there.
I do like my marathon milk tea, which
Yeah,
is not
Marathon
food,
milk
but
tea
yeah.
is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to so many spots in Markham, but I never remember the names.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of racist.
You know what it is? Because like no one would go to Swiss Chalet and be like, I don't remember that place.
You're like, what?
It's
Where
a
did I
fact.
go? I was severed there.
It's fair.
This is
Yeah.
like
Big Trio noodles.
I don't have it like as a fave spot, but I just always I hung out with a friend during the holidays, but I had to meet them in Markham, and I just said I wanted to go to like the most Markham thing possible for like a friend hangout, and we went to Dimitri's.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dimitri's
yeah.
is
Fire.
a classic, man.
Classic.
Beaches I used to go all the time. with
I
my
know,
friends, man.
right?
No,
That little
Dimitri's-
fire and ice.
Dimitri's is a classic.
Yeah. Did you guys go to like bubble tea spots, all that too?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Bubble tea was not really part of my childhood.
Oh, I
growing
get,
up,
yeah,
man.
yeah. It's more of an Alex question. Like, did you
Oh,
hit up
Yeah,
like the
hung out-
Gopher Teas, the Destinies?
yeah.
Okay.
Hang
That's
out a lot with
crazy.
Tim Hortons too, man.
All right.
What?
Oh yeah,
just
big
a
Tim
spot.
Hortons hangs.
Why
Yeah.
are you
yeah.
just hanging out at
Did you go to the
Hortons
Tim
for, man?
Hortons like right by the 10 Rands, like that one there in Valley
And
Mead?
there was
Yeah,
one
yeah.
on like
10
16
rands,
16
50 rands, 100 rands.
10 rands. I got fired from Man U.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, isn't that a fucking Dragon Ball Z character, man? 10 rands is crazy, man.
Just a complaint from.
Oh, by the way,
Top Shop.
I had my pick is Xinjiang restaurant in Scarborough.
Okay.
That's XINJING restaurant. I mean, it's just Xinjiang. The
How
region.
how would
You
John
can't
Cena
Great
say
food,
it?
man.
You can't go wrong pulling into any plaza in Scarborough.
It is in a plaza. Yeah, this is I think what's it called? Metro Square.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Metro Square.
Oh, Metro
yeah.
Square used to have this one time on E-Spot that would make these bento boxes that were very awesome. They're really
man.
good. Yeah.
That's fire.
From Tasha Esla, just in defense of some Canadian artists, Sean Desmond. I don't think that's how you spell it. Sean Desmond was the man, and Chaos Slander. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
my bad. That was just random chaos slander. I love chaos. Yeah.
All right, you do love chaos.
Hold on. We need this one. What is your Swiss Chalet take?
I love Swiss Chalet.
I like the
their-
fries.
Such a fast answer. I didn't even finish the question.
I do like the
Like,
fries.
I love their quarter chicken with fries. Like
That's like
was
saying
the last time
that's
you've
like
had
saying
Swiss
I'm
Chalet?
going to McDonald's and I love their Big Mac.
I probably had Swiss Chalet like last week.
What?
Oh
Really?
shoot! Really?
Where is the Swiss Chalet downtown? Like,
There's one on Queens Key that you can like
Yeah.
order from. Yeah.
wow, you guys are real fans.
Yeah. We'd be answering before you even finish. No, festive specials are nice during the
Killer,
holiday
man.
season.
Okay.
No, I'm a big Swiss Chalet fan.
Okay,
Like I'll probably have it maybe like I don't know, like 4 or 5 times a year type. but
that's a pretty good amount.
I'm a
Well, also, like, growing
Are
up
you, are
at
you a
our
white or
age-
dark meat kind of guy?
lately I'm doing dark. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dark meat.
You can't even eat the white meat, man. It's
No,
like it
it's
has
too
no
dry.
flavor, man.
I mean that's what the sauce is for, man. The
I'm
chalet
not trying to
sauce.
assemble my food, but give me
You
my-
just showed smothered food from Atlanta. Yeah.
I got
This
dark
is-
meat for that though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
This is smothered Swiss Chalet. Yeah.
No, Smothers Swiss Chalet sounds
Swiss
insane,
Chalet
man.
really gets the people going though.
Yeah,
Like the
yo, Swiss
debate.
Chalet take the soul out of soul food,
It's,
man.
it's
It's just
provocative.
food.
Yeah. Swiss Chalet debate is very provocative.
Swiss Chalet is not provocative. Maybe the debate is.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like the Canadian like In and Out. You like In and Out or what's the
No, it's not. I think just Swiss Chalet was. It was when we were kids. Like it'd be like, oh, you're going out to eat. Like
Yeah.
that would be like
for me. For
Swiss
me,
Chalet
it's-
was the place?
no.
Wow,
For
okay.
me,
Well,
it
like,
was
it was just, like, yeah.
it was one of the Chinese buffets.
yeah, those
the
two.
Chinese buffets. Oh
do you
my
have
God,
a
man.
favorite Chinese buffet from back in the day?
Man, I mean, Will call me out on this, but I don't remember the name.
I was a big fan of Buffet
Not Mandarin.
King.
It was, yeah, China Buffet King.
Yeah.
China Buffet
There was
King
that
was
one
the
at
one.
like
That's
Warden
classic.
and 401.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
really
classic,
good.
man.
Yo, I probably ran into Jerome 9 times a year as a kid.
Yeah,
Probably.
we definitely
He was
crossed
just an
paths.
assorted
It's like
Asian
one
person in
day
the
you'll be
background.
blonde. Yeah.
That's crazy.
One day you'll be super pale.
I love this.
God damn it! God damn it!
I love this question.
Yo,
man.
Markham son or Brampton daughter? How about just no kids? Yeah,
Gay. Gay.
no
He
kids.
chose infertility over this. Man. That's crazy.
Lonely downtown man.
That's crazy, man.
Gay Anthony Edwards.
Oh my god.
Between the two, I'm choosing. Well, I mean, I'm Asian, so Markham's son is already.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like you can't avoid it.
I actually
Yeah,
have no choice on the big Markham son. Brampton daughter would be kind of funny though. I wouldn't mind a little Jesse Reyes situation.
This is a great question, man.
This is a
It's
great
like killing
question.
me, man.
What is the chat saying on this one? On that one?
Someone just said Brampton getting so much hate. I mean, Brampton's fine, guys.
Someone said I had a whole ass meeting with a client and this is still on.
Yo, that's what the Banter Pod's about, man. We're just chilling.
Yo,
and
we're
hanging
trying
out.
to time it on a Wednesday,
yeah.
hump day. People at their jobs trying to get through it.
That's what I'm saying.
Perfect
People just
timing.
skipping their work to listen to this. I love that.
Tomorrow's Thursday, new Severance at 9 p.m. and then Friday, catch us on post game show. Get to watch Raps Jazz,
Yo, Raps Jazz is crazy, man. How
and then
they
they're
gonna
playing
tank
on
that one?
Saturday again.
They're gonna
Yeah,
Raps
they got it back to
Wiz?
back, right?
the tank gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah, I might have to join you for some of these post games.
Yeah, me too.
They ain't complaining. Exactly, man.
That's right.
All right, what else we have in the chat that we've collected here?
Um,
Here, hold on. Oh,
Here,
we
we'll
go.
throw this up there. Outside of Friends, any plan to review anything movies this summer? The Lord of the Rings reviews are great. We
should commit to doing some movies.
we won't commit
In
now, but we definitely have some. Like I know Ocean's 11 flew out around.
Yeah.
that was one.
Yo, love the Ocean series.
I think we should commit on the Banter Pods in the off season to have a segment out.
Let's do a
for
Hello
a
and Welcome movie club.
Sure.
Yeah, we can do
Yeah,
that.
but like non-pretentious movies. Like I'm not trying to hear your like letterbox like 4, and it's like
Oh, you don't want to know what I've been watching
little
on
Wong Kar
Letterboxd?
Wai's got to be on there. I'm like, no, man. Only,
You don't want to do a In the Mood for Love?
only Kar Wai I want to see is Leonard, but
Wow, Carwai Leonard is pretty great.
Wong Kar Wai Leonard is fire.
Yo, you've been on fire recently. man.
Growy Graham. All right, but
No, the Glory Graham is
no,
crazy.
not Yaki Chin.
The Glory Graham
like
is like
Ishville.
crazy.
Kangen Aga.
Yo,
goodness.
follow me on Letterboxd on Steven LeBron, man. I can't be having only 9 followers.
You know what? I actually would be down to do a Wong Kar Wai though. Jokes aside, Chunky Express would be pretty fun. I actually really like
No, we
Chunky
we should pick some movies that are like fun to do, and maybe we can even just like have people vote on it. And
But they
stuff.
got to be popular movies that we've all seen. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to go for a more like lighthearted. Like Lord of the Rings is like there's like a scale to that. Like
Sure.
people have all
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't be opposed to doing the Matrix.
Matrix.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
thinking of watching
Matrix might be
again
kinda fun.
recently.
Matrix could be fun.
Shouts to the Matrix.
So
One year I got acupuncture on my back because my parents were like, "You're starting to show signs of like nearsightedness."
yeah,
And they saw some like Chinese newspaper that was like, if you get acupuncture, you can fix your child's vision. So they were like, okay. So then they like drove every week, like 2-3 times a week to like Scarborough from where I lived in Etobicoke.
yeah.
And we used to get acupuncture. And so as like a 10-year-old, like I'm on the table, like a massage table, and then they will just like flick the needles into you. I don't know if you guys ever had acupuncture before.
No, never.
No.
So that's what it's like. They like flick, and they're like flicking needles into like your skull in different pressure points. Obviously, you have a lot more where you have nerves up in your head
Yeah.
and all down your spine, which was already kind of weird enough. But then I would go to gym class, and so I'm just changing for gym, and they were like, "Yo, this guy looks like Neo from the Matrix. He's got holes all up and down his spine."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Damn.
That's
man.
crazy.
So I haven't seen the
I
Matrix.
was so
since-
curious where he was going.
Yeah, I was
with
like,
that.
how does this tie into the Matrix?
Yeah,
I haven't seen the Matrix in a
Everything
I was like, this
ties
guy
into
woke
the
up in a
Matrix.
pod. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought like just because there's so many of these movies, this might be interesting.
Okay.
The Bourne trilogy.
Yeah, I've
or
never watched
Bourne-
the Bourne movies.
Oh no, okay.
So we could do that for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, we just got to commit to something.
No, we'll do it for sure.
Yeah.
We'll do
Or
it.
we just go straight into a wrestling pod.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the plan too.
Yeah.
Whenever
Oh,
Will
yeah,
finally takes a
brother.
week off. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
I mean, by the time we want to go
It's
to it
up
in
to
the
the
summer,
Raptors,
we're
not
gonna
up to me.
apparently be off wrestling by that point.
Oh yeah, wrestling will be out.
yeah, wrestling will be done by
Wrestling.
then.
I
we
got
off
an in-out
that.
list going for next time.
Yeah.
what else, man?
What else? Anything else?
Fast
Joe?
and Furious franchise from JR.
I know those ones.
Oh,
way too
Fast and
well.
Furious would be really fun.
Yeah, yeah,
Tokyo Drift. I mean, we kind of have to, you know.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
fair,
we'll bring in Jeremy for that. Yeah.
I wonder if you know.
Here, we'll end on this one, which will lead to our next segment anyway. I don't know if I have a all time, but do you have a favorite song?
Favorite song of all time? 4 or 5 seconds.
Easily. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will,
4 or
do you
5
have
seconds.
anything?
My first ever song that I'm like, this is my favorite song is "I Don't Want to Know" by Mario Winans. It
I don't wanna know.
if you
Try to sing it as the
Keep
Philadelphia
it on
song.
the low.
'Cause my heart can't take it anymore. No, but that used to come on all the time on Flow 93.5.
Yeah.
And that was like the peak of like as a child in the car in like a Toyota Camry 1992 edition.
That's
like,
what I'm driving right now.
You have to like roll down. There's no whipping that car. You have to just whip the little hand crank as you open and close the window.
Yeah, that's my
So
car.
imagine like a 8-year-old Chinese kid in that listening to Flow 93.5 and just singing about infidelity. As we pull into Scarlet and Violet, not Scarlet and Violet, Scarlet and Eglinton. God damn it, man! Too Pokemon brain at this point. So yeah, that's a great song though. Jerome.
Good question. I'm trying to think like what are. I feel. Actually, it came up recently. I just one I've listened to for a very long time. Tribe Called Quest, Electric Relaxation.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
I don't know if it's a favorite.
Ennis
It's just
is
like
gonna
one
love
that
that
like
pick.
played
Yeah.
nonstop. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, these are all great picks, man.
Yeah.
Even 4 or 5 seconds.
Actually, I don't even mind 4 or 5 seconds. I think it's just you picking it at karaoke every time, even though no one wants to sing it, is the issue. But the song itself is fine, I guess.
Right.
I feel like it's growing on you, Growy Graham.
4 or 5 seconds is a legit Gurry Graham.
It's a little
Yeah,
Growy
yeah.
Graham, man.
Yo.
I mean, recently, just this past weekend, I realized I just was really deep in a pop punk kind of mood.
Yeah,
and, like
yeah.
a lot of good. Like I remember I used to love Blink 182 like so much.
Oh yeah,
to
Right,
Blink,
everything.
yeah,
yeah.
really good
Blink,
era,
Blink.
man.
Man, what was it, man? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of songs. Sparks by Coldplay.
Oh
Love
yeah,
Sparks by
that was on
Coldplay.
your. Wasn't that on your songs of the summer list?
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
a midnight in the summertime. You go for a long walk
I gotta
to
show
get
you.
dairy freeze.
I don't know if it's gonna ruin it, but I gotta show you the scene from Wedding Crashers where they use that song.
What?
Yeah, yeah. I mentioned to you on the
Really?
pod too. Yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy.
Sparks by Coldplay. Such
Yeah.
an obscure song, but love that. Someone as a callback. Who is your Filipino friend? Which is a callback to the All-Star weekend when there was.
Isn't
one
it JR?
reporter.
Yeah, it's J.R. Manatad.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
we have
my-
a bunch. No,
He's
Yeah,
my
name
guy.
them.
it's Nelcam who didn't send you the photos.
Yeah, my former Filipino friend.
Yo, shouts
It's
to
our boy Kevin who hooked us up with some shoes of
yo,
late.
Yeah, shouts to Kevin.
It's half the people at our basketball run on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Who's
Yo.
your favorite Filipino at the run?
Oh, Brandon, easily, man.
Brandon? Yeah.
Who's your favorite Filipino at the run is crazy.
Brandon. The funny thing is, anytime
Yes.
we need extra bodies, he was like, "Oh, I got more friends," and then he brings.
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah, true,
There's
true,
like
true.
6 more random
Yeah, yeah.
Filipino hoopers who are all amazing.
It's
man.
like
They're
all the next generation
they're
of Filipino
They're
hoopers.
all fucking amazing too. They're all like tween, James Harden shit, and I'm like, "What are you doing, man?"
Yeah.
JR says you guys are my only Chinese friends.
Yo, that's not
Wow,
even not
okay.
even fair, man. It's not fair.
Yo,
Man.
where does JR live again? Oh no, I don't want to dox him. But
No, he Pickering Poppy, man.
he Pickering Poppy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
My sister saw you at a restaurant in Pickering, man. Yeah.
Yo.
Be very careful out there, JR.
All right. I think this moves us to our final segment.
Final segment.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for all the questions, everyone. I appreciate
Yes.
it, man.
Oh, I did want to read this one email real quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, please, please.
From Shanda, long-time listener, said, "Hey guys, enjoying all the banter this season. The live chats have added a fun aspect to the reaction.
Shout out to live
pods.
chat in general.
Hey,
That's really
yeah.
stuck with
It's
us.
actually
Yeah.
Shouts to
really
the
fun,
chat, man. Shouts to Padre 3000. All the homies.
Padre.
Honestly, watching this whole online community growy Graham is like incredible.
Yeah, you guys are all growy grams, man. Unfortunately, usually too late for me with the Newfoundland time zone to listen live. Speaking of
Wait, they have their own
Newfoundland,
time zone?
speaking
Yeah.
of Newfoundland, good
Oh,
time
wow.
for a geography refresher.
Oh, I clearly need one.
Will had a funny moment on a React pod when someone asked him obscure places where you guys have fans, and of course, Corner Brook came up. This is
Right,
where
right.
Shanda's from. Deeply honored, by the way. Will, though, got momentarily confused and couldn't remember if Corner Brook was in Newfoundland or Nova Scotia. The chat luckily helped him out, so now he knows. Further lesson for you, often misunderstood by those west of Montreal, but the Maritimes refers only to New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and PEI. If you want to include Newfoundland, you need to say
That's Atlantic Canada.
Atlantic Canada.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I actually
We are
did know that
very
part, yes.
serious about this. So there you go. Would love to host you guys here anytime.
Oh, man.
It's really beautiful, great weather. Costs of living is low.
That sounds great.
Super nice people. Shouts to Shanda. She's always been super supportive
For sure.
of our show. 2 questions from her.
Okay.
Number 1, as the season winds down, what are you guys looking forward to in the off season? Any exciting trips or events planned?
So I think the only thing we have firmly on the calendar is we did get tickets to Oasis and their return tour.
Is Oasis in or out at this point for you guys? It has
Still
to be
in.
in.
Oasis has been in, baby.
All right.
Still in.
They've
man.
been in since 1995.
They'll
man.
never be out.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so we do have a pair of tickets to Oasis in August
That's right.
In Edinburgh.
In Edinburgh, and
Yeah,
then,
so
and then in
we're-
Toronto, and then I have 4 tickets in Toronto a week later.
Yeah, why did we buy them in Edinburgh? I mean, it's cool that we're going. Like,
I just like
You
kind of
were trying
wanted-
Wembley first, right?
Yeah, we're trying Wembley.
Yeah.
I still possibly could get a pair of tickets from Wembley as well. So we could
Victor Wembley, I'm over
we could
here.
do a double. So I guess we do have to do a Europe trip at some point.
Yeah. So that'd be kind of dope because I've actually only ever been to Europe once. I went to just Italy, so it'll be cool to check out.
I might join
guess-
you guys just to be out there.
check out the little UK. Bring a couple friends along. I feel like last year it was really fun going to China with like 10 people. It was a bit of a logistical hurdle at certain points.
Was it?
I think we just started like turning on each other eventually.
Really?
Just kidding. It was purely harmonious. This
They're
group,
great taxi drivers.
great taxi drivers. Actually, that solved a lot of logistical issues with just having 3 personal drivers at all times.
Yeah.
Generational wealth. But like, yeah, I mean that would be kind of fun. You just grab a bunch of friends, go to the UK.
Yeah,
where else should we go?
Yeah, we'll map
I mean,
out
obviously,
this-
I'll check out like a Premier League match.
Oh, we have to.
You know.
Probably a Betway sponsored team
Oh, you trying to
Sure.
see West Ham?
while we're out there. But yeah, we gotta.
I'll go watch West Ham. I'm down to watch
We
West
gotta
Ham.
plan out this Europe trip. Yeah,
I'll
I'm
watch
going.
Mohammed Kudus,
We might have to actually visit the Betway offices.
Thomas
yeah.
Suchek.
I'm going to Turks and Caicos for a week in a couple weeks
Yeah, that's right. Alex is gonna take a
programming note.
He's gonna be off the pod for a
because
week.
I'm too pale. So I gotta go.
Yo, you better come back looking like Leo Rounds. I swear to God, man. You don't come back looking like a basketball. I'm gonna be mad at you.
I gotta come back looking like Spalding.
Yo, man, you better be part of that tangerine fan angle, man. I better see a tangerine fan angle
That's
from you.
Crazy. But yeah, and then in summer, we'll plan out this Europe trip. What else I'm looking forward to in the off season? No Raptors post game.
Yeah, we gotta go. No, hold on. What are you talking about? Summer League Live, baby.
Summer League.
Sure.
We'll see. Continue the Dragon Ball story arc of if
Yeah.
I can get unbanned from the win.
Yeah.
We're gonna need you to because the Raptors are gonna practice there.
Yeah.
Not allowed to practice anyway. So
Nah.
Are we gonna make our return to Circa?
Oh, yeah, I would love to go back to Circle.
I would love to go next
I
month.
still
for
have your hats,
WrestleMania.
guys.
Yo, that'd be kind of fire. You guys should just do a pod residency out there to get the.
Yeah, WrestleMania would be amazing.
Oh man.
Well, I wonder where the Raptors would do training camp because
Yeah.
it actually would be super fire if they did it in Atlantic Canada, and we get to go see.
That'd be
have they
cool.
done that before?
Well, wasn't it supposed to be that LeBron's first ever professional debut was supposed to be in preseason?
Oh yeah, but the court was too
in
messed
St.
up.
John's, but then it was like the court was too slippery, and then
Oh,
the
shit.
NBA promised that they would come back to St. John's, and they never did. And it
Yeah.
would have been LeBron's professional debut.
That'd
That's
been crazy.
crazy.
Never trust Adam Silver's word, man.
That's firmly
See him
David
there,
Stern,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, rest in peace. Second question. We actually got asked this a few times. What happened to the championship react pods?
Oh yeah.
yeah, we need to
right.
get back on that. Listen,
Yeah, we're just slacking, man. It's okay.
one
It
thing you
happens.
can't trust podcasters is to keep a regular schedule on
Well,
things.
yeah. I mean, I think one of the issues was we wanted to get Surge on for one of the episodes.
Yeah. The real
Yeah,
story
yeah.
is we got to the Milwaukee Bucks series, and the plan was to have Serge Ibaka join us to just talk about the whole season, but really kind of hone in a little bit on that too.
Right. And we haven't heard from Surge in forever, man. Like,
Yeah.
the Norm video went crazy, but a Surge interview, I mean, come on, bro. Everyone loves Surge.
And
man.
then we had Serge booked, but last minute he had to.
Oh yeah,
had
we
to
actually
move it.
did have an episode lined up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had to move that around. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I've already put a 60-day guarantee on Serge being on the pod.
That's right.
15
I've
days
seen you
ago.
press his agent, so.
I did press having dinner with him tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Then, so yeah, we'll get Serge, but in the meantime, we can restart that. We should get that going.
Yeah,
So
Sure.
I'm excited. To
let's
get that
tape
going
let's
again.
tape let's tape a few of the next
Yeah.
couple weeks.
I mean, the other thing that we did in between, which I think we're all really proud of, is our narrative episode on VC.
Yo, if you haven't seen that, for the YouTube audience, I know some people just listen on YouTube.
We can upload the audio to YouTube, maybe.
We could,
Yeah.
which would be fun. But if you, in the meantime, you can go on Spotify or Apple or wherever you listen to your podcasts and go find it. It's really well done, man. It's like, I would say NPR style, but you know, when like a more produced. So many interviews that you guys did, all the details.
Got a shout out by our guy Vic at the run yesterday for it. There you go.
Oh, great job storytelling.
shouts to
you know what I
Vic.
mean?
Yeah,
Shouts to Vic, man.
We're cooking up another one for the end of this month, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta get you the script. I've been sick the last 3 days.
No, you're good, man.
It's fine, man.
Yeah.
No
You're all
stress.
good.
But we're cooking up another one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I'm excited, man. I love seeing, you know, all of us like just try to be creative and just have fun with this whole thing. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the whole idea of
and just getting together for the post game show. Just four
My
times.
favorite part
Yo,
is
drop
times.
drop a Growy Graham in the chat if you love the post game show.
I
man.
love the post game.
I love
show.
watching the post game show and then making 6 social clips from it.
Hey, yo, we can make Growy Graham one of the social clips, man.
Anyways, thank you, Shanda, for
Yes.
the
Thank
you,
email,
Shanda.
and thank you for the push. We will be putting the championship React pods back.
Yeah, we'll
on
get
the-
back on there.
back on the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And now, finally, so the last banter pod, I believe, the guys had me guess Beatles songs
Yep.
because infamously, I learned about Paul McCartney from his guest spot on Rihanna and Kanye's 4 or 5 Seconds.
You know, he doesn't even sing in that one. He just strums the guitar.
He probably sings some
Learn
harmonies.
something new every day.
Wait, what do you mean? You've heard the song so many times.
yeah.
Man. You know what's going on in that song.
So we were getting to talking the other day because, Drake recently put out a collab album with PND,
which stands for
Party Next
There
Door.
you go.
Nice.
And I was-
it's one person.
Yeah, and I was asking you guys if that's a person or a group.
Right.
And that got us to just realize that like there's a lot of local artists that I don't know the music of. And one of them being The Weeknd. Like Weeknd's super popular. Of course. I remember when the House of Balloon trilogy, was that a trilogy, came out? That was a big deal. People around the city were going to like shows, like mystery
Was
shows.
it a bigger deal than We Notorious?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
But I-
okay. just one.
but
I need a frame of
Yeah,
reference.
yeah.
That's all. man.
Hey,
But I
unfortunately, the
never
Rascals never did the Super Bowl.
got
Fair.
into like listening to Weeknd's music. So we're
I feel
gonna
like Will's probably like the deepest in. Like I know a lot of.
I'm not even that
No?
big of a Weeknd fan. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah.
to you. Like,
But the
I-
one reference I have is like, what's that one song? Is it like I Feel It Coming? Is that him?
Yeah. Can you sing that for us?
I feel it coming.
Pretty good.
I feel it coming. So that's
Yeah.
my one reference
Yeah.
feel it coming.
as I try to guess the other song.
I feel it coming,
Yeah.
babe.
Because you're telling me the club going up on a Tuesday with someone else.
That is someone else.
Yeah, that's
That's,
someone
I
else.
love Mark Conan, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
So you guys are gonna give me song titles.
yes.
And then and we want you to just like,
Try to sing
Try to
it
sing
and
what you
guess
think it
what
is.
the Weeknd song is.
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll start off. In the same album, another popular song, and is the title track is Starboy.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah,
I,
like you
kind of
this
know,
song,
man.
Come on.
I'm a star boy. I'm a star boy. Star boy.
Keep going.
I'm a star boy.
You don't know the song.
Okay, how does it go?
Yo, you
How does it-
you're
how
gonna
does
get
it
beat
go?
up on the streets of Toronto, man.
How does it
People-
go? Yo, I apologize, everyone. This is
People-
Also,
not...
these would be very tough in general to sing anyway.
Wait, how does Starboy go? I need to know.
Um,
I'm a motherfucking
Star
star boy.
Oh, yeah,
that-
that one.
that-
That one. Yeah.
that-
Okay.
that-
Look what you done. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Jerome, what else? Yeah,
Okay,
hold on.
Is that it?
I'm just hold on. I'm sorry.
okay, here.
I'm not- again, I'm
I'll
not-
give you.
I'm not
I'll give you
saying
another
Weeknd that
one.
much, man,
Another
I'm sorry.
popular single. Can't feel my face.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I can't feel my face.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Keep going.
dun, 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 dun. No, I can't feel my face. Dun, 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 dun. When I can't feel my face.
God damn it, man.
Dun, 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 dun. Na, 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 na. I can't feel my
Yo,
face.
he did the Super Bowl, man. Didn't you watch the Super Bowl? The one where he's like,
Oh, when
looking
he was running around.
at the mirrors. and stuff?
I only know him from Uncut Gems, man.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Fair.
Wait, how does that one go?
I can feel my face when I'm with you.
Oh, I missed that part. I had it backwards.
Yeah, I mean that's like the.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of cocaine music. Let's be real.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that one.
Most of the
do you have
songs
an,
are
Do you have one?
roughly in this stretch. Do you know "Save Your Tears"?
Save your tears for me.
Close.
Actually, not that far.
close, a little
Not
close.
that
Save
far. Not that far. I kinda like
your
that.
tears.
I'm gonna give you that one.
For
Yeah.
us.
Okay. You guys-
We
it's always
can
the same
cry
thing with like the Beatles
together.
ones. Like the longer he holds,
And sing together.
Yo,
Okay, how does it actually
yeah.
go?
Save your tears.
That's
for
what I said.
another
Day.
That's what I'm saying. We're getting,
Yeah,
we're
we
getting
gave- we gave you that one.
We're giving you that one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I'm just like maybe I'm not listening to much Weeknd. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
That's it, eh?
We're gonna
here.
we're gonna pivot
Yeah,
to
I'll-
more
I'll get
Toronto
you-
artists.
I'll give you another one. It became a popular. Well, it was featured in the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack.
What a way to market the song. Man.
Earned it.
What's it called?
Earned it.
Oh yeah.
I earned it.
Yo,
You felt it.
You
I
tell me this movie about-
earned it. You needed it, and I earned it.
Sounds like
Wait,
an
who-
accountant from UT Scarborough.
Why do you make Weeknd sound like? Do you think he's like Frank Sinatra or something? Like why? Why?
He's crooning.
That's crazy.
Um,
Oh my god.
okay. Do we have any more?
I feel like there's just other general like Toronto artists.
Sure,
You
okay,
don't,
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't break from Toronto, man.
Okay, yeah. Let's hear you do.
You don't break from
Toronto.
Toronto.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Break from Toronto by Party Next Door.
I
Let's
need
go.
a break from.
Take a break from Toronto. Fly away.
Yo, you getting
Turks and
beat up, man.
Caicos.
OVO XO gonna beat you
Yo,
up on
man,
the
guys, I
streets.
just don't know music, all right? I'm stuck in the 90s. Leave me alone.
He does. You do know a very specific time and genre.
Leave me alone is
Yo.
crazy. Yo, come and see me, man. Come on, come and see me.
Come and see me. Y'all don't want to see me. Come and see me. Y'all don't want to see me.
Like in fairness, even if we gave you
That's
tracks from like your
crazy,
time, you
bro.
still wouldn't know.
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Oh man,
All right, that's it, man. I don't
Okay, I think that
I
covers
think
it.
that's
a good
enough.
amount.
That's enough damage.
that's enough
Yeah.
damage to your reputation.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to a white musician next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, people can put in suggestions. I think David Bowie or Prince was suggested.
Yeah, I know
feel-
you don't know no Prince songs.
I feel
man.
like I'm gonna get beat up for it.
You're gonna get beat up by every
By
race in
every
the city, man.
stand, man.
Yo, you know Jay Chow songs?
I
Well, here-
don't.
Let's
Man.
get the Asians on you too.
What
Here's
put you down?
Yo, that actually does sound like a Jay Chow song.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh my god, man.
Oh man.
Well,
That's
a lot of fun, man.
I think
Thanks
that's
everyone for
man.
hanging out with us. This is a chill afternoon from Jerome's apartment.
Oh yeah.
Back to bed I go.
Alex, I appreciate you, man. The flu game.
Thank you,
everyone.
Alex.
Everyone, say a huge thank you to Alex.
No,
for,
I hope it's not a flu game because
for
you guys
toughing
will
it
be.
through.
GG's in the chat for Alex.
Hey, man.
Let's hope we're all good for Friday's post game show.
Oh
Raptors
yeah.
Jazz.
Oh yeah. Take off.
Raptors Wizards on Saturday.
Someone said, "Get this man a nap." Yo, take this guy's green card. It's
green
crazy.
card is
He's a citizen.
He's bored.
That's
He's a
insane.
citizen,
He's a
man.
citizen,
Come on, man.
yeah.
Nah, I appreciate all you guys here. So this was a lot of fun. Again, if you're looking for Raptors content, that's what Raptors Jazz is for. But I hope you
Gave
guys,
y'all some jazz, man.
I hope you guys had some
Yeah.
fun with this. And yeah, this has been the Home Podcast presented by Betway, and we'll catch you on the next Banter Pod.